another live.
We're gonna make patties!
This is part 2
Yeah.
to our first live, where it was our Q&A. It was like a Q&A, but we was also making patties with it. So today we are picking off where we left off. So we got this is the second crust. So if y'all was on the live last time, or if you wasn't, we had made patties from the crust that we already had in the freezer, and mommy made new dough. So we tried the new dough today, and we're excited because she added something new into it to make it more flaky. Because before, like she said, that it was like the problem with it was it being flaky. So it always tastes good, but it just wasn't flaky.
I'm gonna put my sleeves up. It's too itchy.
So everybody want to say hi? You said hi, Terry?
Hi.
So what's up, Top Notch family?
What's up? Not family.
We got 6 people in here already.
What's up, guys? It's your favorite hero.
No.
I said his name wrong.
Hi, everybody. I'm gonna come back. I have to change Pampers. I'll be right back. Like they're gonna entertain y'all while I come back.
I think his name is Midoriya.
Yo, let's make up a dance for them real quick.
And I have short shirts.
Yeah, let's do a dance. Hold on.
And I have short shirts.
Wait. You put your hands that way. I put my hands that way. That's gonna be our intro.
Okay.
Ready?
Boo.
Ready? All right. Ready.
So wait. So my hands go this
way.
I.
Riri, you gotta come. Wait, you gotta Riri. Wait, because she's the shortest, so you gotta come.
No.
Wait, you gotta come to the back.
Oh, the back.
Oh yeah, I don't think they can see a chat.
Ben. Riri, the other way.
Okay. Alright.
Ben. But everybody that's on here,
I had a song in my head.
I had the give it to me up or that song been stuck in my head. But to everybody who's on here, we got 8 people on here. How's everybody's day going? How y'all doing?
Yeah. Is it too late? Robbery.
Sharks can't wear no goggles.
Say sorry. Hey!
Yeah, everybody that's on here. I see somebody said hi, family.
Hi, we are the top-notch family today.
I don't know your name though. It could just be ours, but I don't think a name is popping up for you.
Come on.
But hi, anyways.
Hi. We are the top-notch family.
What y'all got going on for dinner tonight? What's y'all plans?
You always get hungry for us. You're making us hungry. We making you hungry ever since.
Cinderella. What's up, Cinderella?
What's up,
Good, Centro. You know what? I don't know what to say right now, so
Please
who
do
wants
not
to
play
play
an audio.
MM2 with me?
MM2.
Yeah.
Do we have any MM2 players in the chat?
No.
I
Do
don't
we have
think
any
so.
MM2 players in the chat?
W's in the chat. Wait. Do y'all like my earrings?
Yeah, I can't get into the hoop earrings. She makes it look nice though.
Sorry, she poked me. Sorry. Yeah, I put them in by myself.
I'm about to
she
play
puts them in better
MM2
than I
just like
do.
Yanni's playing, guys. Because I'm her twin. I'm her twin.
Yeah.
No, I'm her twin.
She's my twin
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
What is this man
Come
doing?
on, Maya, join me.
What?
I'm walking with you, Yanni. I'm about to kill
Are we
you.
seeing the same thing right now?
That's it. Are you seeing the same thing right now? That's it.
Did I get a message?
Because we've been best friends all the time. Say, I'm about to
Chat.
play. I'm about to kill
My
you.
phone just died.
Yanni, I'm about to
That's
kill you.
honestly crazy.
I'm about to kill you.
Well, then we need to make something else up.
No. Yeah. Alright, let's tell them our favorite color again.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Did you tell them your favorite color?
My name is, I have pink and purple. My
What did I
favorite.
do?
Pink and purple. What do you do to the laser tag guns?
What do you mean? What did I do to the laser tag guns? I put them away. I don't care about none of that.
My name is Sahari, but sometimes they call me Hari. And my favorite color is purple and pink. That's also my favorite, but there's no purple pink here. But I still have pink and...
I mean, that's blue. It's pink and blue.
Yes, pink and blue, not my favorite.
Tanya, do you want to tell them what your favorite color was? I don't think you told them yesterday.
He did. He said blue and red.
Blue and red?
And he's a superhero.
Okay.
Blue and red for Iron Man.
Alright, fire away.
I have a question, chat.
Red for Iron Man, blue for Spider.
If y'all do, or have seen,
Put that down.
Shut up. Or have seen, Camp Cretaceous. What was one of y'all favorite episodes?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park Camp Cretaceous.
Yeah, Camp Cretaceous.
Yeah.
What's your
Which
favorite?
one was your favorite season? Because I think my favorite season was season 2.
I was watching it. I'm a ninja.
So last time or
No, it was Chaos Theory, the newer one.
I was in the blanket.
I like the old one a lot better than Chaos Theory. I mean the first one, I guess.
Yeah. When it came to season 5, I ain't gonna lie, it fell off for me. But they really came back with Chaos Theory, so I'm really happy about that, honestly. But if y'all haven't or have watched it, and for people who haven't watched it, it's really good, but you gotta start with Camp Cretaceous if you're gonna watch Chaos Theory.
Yeah, I think you should start with Camp Cretaceous. It tells you about
It
who
tells you
everyone
who everyone is.
Yeah. I feel like you
His
can't watch
name
it
is
without,
Donnie, the superhero.
without
No, I'm the superhero.
Yeah, you
Who's
can't
the boss?
watch it without like
I'm the
Camp
great
Cretaceous because I feel like if you watch it without Camp Cretaceous, you ain't gonna know who Darius is. You ain't gonna know who
Harry
Brooklyn
are
is.
the great
And she's not even
superhero.
really in season 1,
Right,
so
Harry?
that would honestly just ruin
Huh?
like who is
You are
Brooklyn?
the
Who is
great
that? Like you gotta
superhero.
watch Camp Cretaceous. Like you gotta watch Camp Cretaceous before you watch Chaos Theory.
Yeah. All right, but because I think we got more people
Gang
doing
got-
this, so for
Gang gotta get
everybody
this.
who
This.
wasn't here
Gang gotta
yesterday,
get
today's
this.
live is a bit today's live is a little bit different from yesterday. We're still doing like a little bit more of a Q&A, but yesterday you got to watch her make the dough. You got to watch us make the dough. You got to watch us chop up peppers and also like make the fillings for
And
them.
the kids
So if you want to
play
see that
laser
and you want to
tag.
see,
That's it.
yeah, and they played laser tag. But if y'all want to see that video and want to know like what's going on and like
Ooh,
the
we
process
saw that
of making it, you could go check out the other live. But yeah, today what she's really gonna be doing is rolling it out. She's gonna be just stuffing today, filling, and also Yanni, did you take the cookies out?
No, but
Check them out, guys.
We're doing round 2. We're having cookies for dessert this time.
Yeah, this time I love
And I think we
cookies.
got ice cream, so I might make me a little ice cream sandwich.
yeah, I was the same thing. But
A little
at this
ice cream
point,
sandwich.
yeah.
Ice cream sandwich.
Let's
Yum,
see.
yum, yum.
Chat. That's enough, right?
Yeah, that's it. That should be enough. This is Yanni's fault, by the way, guys.
Crazy chat.
I think there's another one in the deep freezer, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think this might. I don't know.
There's another one.
I don't think so. The only thing I found was cinnamon rolls. No, they're not made. The only thing I found in the deep freezer was cinnamon rolls. No.
Hey, stop,
The
stop.
only thing I found in the deep freezer was cinnamon rolls.
Only not ice cream.
I think we should do cinnamon rolls the next live.
Yeah.
What's y'all favorite like baked goods? Do y'all like cinnamon rolls? Do y'all like cookies? Like what's something that like you would pick over like that would be your first pick? My first pick would be
Oh, wait, put it back on the.
my first pick would be
Put it back.
alright, I like cupcakes. Cupcakes and cake is the
Counter.
same thing, but the thing about cupcakes is that
Alright,
they come
mommy,
small.
alright.
So, you know?
Oh, basketball into the...
So I think cupcakes would be my first pick. Like if I walk into a bakery, more than likely I'm gonna look at the cupcakes, then the cookies.
I want cake.
If you walk into a bakery, what's the first thing you picking?
I'm gonna look at the bread chat.
The bread.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at
No, that's
Oh
not
my
sweet.
goodness.
and I'm gonna move my weight to the
I said
cakes.
the bakery, not Olive Garden. Like
Yeah, but bacon. bakeries have bread.
Okay, but why are you looking for bread? You in a bakery, they got cookies, they got croissants, you go for the bread.
I'm gonna look at the bread first and be like, if that bread look good.
Croissants pastry? Or is that?
I think it's a pastry.
But isn't that in the bakery?
Yeah, I think so.
My turn.
I'm looking for the bread and then I'm gonna head myself over to the cakes.
If you go to the bakery, what's the first thing you did?
I will look at the ice cream.
Well, there's no ice cream in the bakery.
Wait.
Bakery is like cakes, cookies.
Okay, I will look at the cake just like
you wait until they're done?
See, she's going with the cake. I'm going with the cupcakes. Okay.
Mommy,
Calm down.
there's no more ice cream. I mean, there's no more cookies. Yanni ate them.
I didn't eat them this time.
You ate them already.
Oh yeah, take the fillings out.
That's what she said. Take everything out.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna eat a pickle.
What else?
Okay,
Teddy,
I'm
you
gonna
help
whip
it
the
out?
flour. Put it back. That's not.
What are we gonna help?
I'm not gonna lie, I need to stop trashing on pickles.
No, we're gonna.
A
Pickle!
lot of people like
I
pickles.
can help you. I'm Maya's twin. I can help her. Can I help?
No, I already got it. Hi guys, today's snack for the live is breakfast. Every time around this time, it's dinner time, so I get hungry. These are my pre-munchies. My premeditated munchies.
Cookies,
Put
if
it
you
down.
ate that, Yanni, it's not for kids. It's not for mom and daddy. Yeah. She eats everything. Just sharing.
Caring, guys.
Just sharing. Thanks. We share.
We still got
Share
mashed potatoes
every
in the
day.
from the last live.
What did you say
But
about
other than
that?
that, all of our leftovers is gone.
And no more the dough of the cookies.
Yesterday, you seen all the patties that she made didn't even last over the night.
You
They're
gotta
long.
get your butt up and get to cooking. Like and subscribe so you don't miss.
Right, like
And
and
hit the
subscribe
bell.
and hit the bell. Like she said, you heard it from the real one, so you don't miss any other lives.
The little baby had come. Say hi. You say hi or I eat you. Smiling.
It's a hot.
No, it doesn't say that.
It's smiling. Hi, Dima.
You gotta back up
That's
so
Gina.
Jima can see you. Yeah.
Hi, Gma.
Hi, Dima.
Here's
Here's the little baby.
Yeah, I can see TJ too.
Don't want to say hi. Here's the little Tatum. He don't want to say hi.
Say hi.
Say hi, Tatum. I'm gonna eat you right on. Oh, Mommy, look. Eat the cake.
Okay. Yeah, get me. Yeah,
Mom?
he's here.
Mommy,
He should be here.
Mommy,
Yes.
y'all ate all the cookies and now they gone. But there's enough for us. There's enough.
Okay. Somebody said something. Oh, she said Tay Tay.
Tay-Tay, that's it. Wait, who's
Say hi.
Tay-Tay? Who's Tay-Tay?
It's Tatum. That's her nickname for Tatum.
I told you that was Tay-Tay.
Hi.
Tay-Tay. I was going to name him Tay. I was going to name him Tay. But Tay. You are Tay-Tay? What's called Tay-Tay?
Backyard.
It tastes
We're
good.
making patties. Patties with a T.
We are brothers and sisters. Brian. Today's the brother and Tatum's the sister. We have two brothers. Aww. I have two brothers.
Okay, so
I like sharing.
I need you to get the wooden
Be
rolling
careful.
pin. And I
Rolling
gotta
pin?
turn on the ovens.
Hey,
Preheat
rolling
the
both. The brother rolling both swords. Mommy, are there enough? You should see what Yanni. Are there enough swords for us? Mommy, come look at Yanni there to them.
Your dad wants the Fabuloso and the spray.
Daddy, home. Never mind.
You want me to put it in the spray bottle or you
Never
want
mind, I could check.
I don't know.
The freezer
That I don't
is
know.
so more. Give me, baby. Give me, baby.
But
You
you took
eat
the
it.
roll of
Have
it,
it.
okay.
Have it. Have it.
So I need to
Boom.
get my my apron because yesterday I was a mess.
We want aprons too.
I was a
We
mess.
don't
And I'm
have
gonna turn off this heat because it's gonna get more hot in here.
Let me do it. Doo-doo. You ate all those cookies.
Yeah.
You done.
Now you get down.
Maybe Tatum ate all the cookies. It wasn't Tatum. It was Nani. She loves cookies.
Here, TJ.
And now you guys just eat it out. As there's a little bit of food.
Shush.
Why are you telling her to shush?
You
Talking about these cookies.
shut. She ate them.
Make them now. Calm down.
Close that baby.
Mama,
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, sitting there snacking on crackers.
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Mama, I
you
want
didn't
one.
get your father what he asked for.
I was pouring
I
this
want
in
one.
this
Oh, this cracker. I'm gonna put
gotta
on
get down,
a new
okay?
outfit.
Get down?
I'm going
Look. You gotta get down.
Use the sword. Oh,
I'm more with that cream.
that was a big
You
one.
can't get down? Because you're gonna get crumbs in my hair. Just put it down.
Pussy.
Okay.
Well, he's not crying anymore. Boom.
So,
That's a big fat E.
huh?
Tatum did a big E. You shut now.
Why are you going to sit on the couch, girl? You have to come over here and help me.
Can I have?
So you give them a chance to walk away, and they walk away.
Mommy?
So the oven is
Maybe
preheating.
I can help with you.
You can help, but I'm gonna need your sisters to help. Why is this not tying right now?
He just came over here, took my cracker out my hand, took a bite and gave it back.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be over there. Alright. So, is it too dim for y'all, or do y'all want me to put on this light too? Or is that too bright?
Not too bright.
Is it too bright?
Nope. Not too
Like, did it change the color, or like on, or light off?
What?
Which
Are that the turn off light? Mommy, are that the turn off light?
one? Huh?
Are that the turn off light?
Is that the turn off light? So once again, I'm gonna have to beat the dough. Did y'all wash that? Be careful with that.
It wasn't in the sink.
Yeah. Wash your fingers.
Are those?
You gave it to your father? Ew. What did you do?
Fabuloso.
Oh.
Tasting straight chemicals. Burning my tongue.
Chat, this is why you
Yanni, please give me something to drink.
I don't need to drink.
Chat.
Mommy, I want to tell Hayden to drink about the sword.
It's going to burn my throat for real. Yanni, please.
I'm hurrying, dog. I'm doing the best I can.
Do the trick, Hayden.
This is why you wash your hands.
What are
Like,
you, little?
Yeah, I don't really understand why.
I forgot. I thought like I came down here and like completely forgot. Thank you, Yanni.
So we're gonna do a Q&A again tonight.
Butter on Hayden's head. There's butter on the
He wants more crackers.
You want more crackers? Mommy, there's a mess in here.
Yeah, because Maya just, for some reason, every time she washes her hands, she feels like the floor needs to be wet also.
Not bad.
Instead of wiping, splashing the water in the sink, she turns around and she splashes it on me. I don't know why. She just does it.
The floor was looking a little bit
She
doing.
flashed
Hi.
it on me.
I'm personally doing fine.
She's personally doing it.
Maya flashed it on me.
She splashed it on you.
Yep.
You got it.
I'm
I'm trying not to
Mommy, this is
promote
the magic
violence.
trick.
He has a sword in his hand. I almost told him what to do with it.
You see this?
You had to do
You
the
see?
trick for it.
Talking about you. Yeah, right.
So I'm guessing what she's saying is if we wasn't on camera, she would have promoted the violence.
Just so you know, chat. Like,
Mommy, you can pretend
Say it. Why?
exposing the dishes in the sink.
Huh? That's why y'all supposed to wash the dishes. I told them
I washed
to
them.
wash the dishes.
No,
and
you missed the blender.
the blender's not washed.
I was gonna
This
put
episode.
The rice pot. We purchased a scrub daddy specifically so you wouldn't. What is Riri calling me for? So specifically, we won't have dishes left in the sink, and still, there's dishes left in the sink.
Rich, sorry.
Okay, but the bowl and the cup.
Well, the bowl in the cup is new. That's why I hung her. And apparently these kids don't understand to put the dirty dishes in the dishwasher when all the dirty dishes is in the dishwasher. So they just throw the stuff in there. But
Taylor is by the steps.
hold on.
Yeah, I could block that area, and anybody could just come down the second step. I'm chopping up the I had to turn this heat off. You can
Everybody,
talk to
I
me.
want to know if you have siblings, and if you do have siblings, how many of them?
I have 5 siblings. I have 5 siblings. I have 1 brother and 4 sisters.
There's a lot of siblings. Did you have to share a room with any of them?
Of course.
Which one?
I had to share a room with my little sister and my sister before me.
Oh, okay.
My
I
brother
had to
had
share.
his own room.
I
Well,
shared
we
with-
had to share. Actually, I had to share with my oldest sister, then my other 2 sisters that I just
Mentioned.
yeah.
I share with all my siblings. No.
Yeah. That was when we was living in the Bronx, and we had a 2-bedroom apartment. She don't share a room now.
It wasn't that it wasn't that bad sharing a room with all of them. The problem is it was always messy because it's different age ranges. Yeah.
Stop talking for me, you know.
I'm sorry.
Alright, let me wash my hands.
They got no siblings, just cousins.
Who don't got no siblings?
And you.
Girl, stop doing that.
You know, make the camera
Yeah, you're gonna make it mess up.
How many cousins you got?
Yeah, how many cousins we got?
You got a lot of cousins.
Don't answer that. Because when I think about how many cousins I got, like,
Actually, you don't gotta answer my dog.
you put the air on.
I turned it off. I mean,
Because
my hair
sometimes
in
we
this.
have a mystery cousin that don't nobody know about, so.
And that one cousin that like never came to any of the functions.
And then you just find out.
And you just find out about
Oh,
it.
but I knew you when you were little.
Yeah,
Who are you? Like,
they have a cousin like that. But yeah, I got a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
Like every last one of my siblings has kids.
And then on Daddy's side, my bad. Let me just finish chewing.
Yeah.
And then on Daddy's side, we got other cousins. It don't feel like a lot on his side because a lot of them are like older.
Yeah, trying to make me fall.
Hesitating.
all Taylor ever watches right now is Just Dance.
Yeah. That's why that song was stuck in my head.
Excuse me. Excuse you. Just so y'all see it. Well, let me make sure I got a good grip before I drop it. All this stuff. Somebody help her.
Not
What
really.
are you doing? Why that looks nice?
Yes, it is.
That's what her birthday cake reminds me of.
Wait, remember
Not
this
that
when I was outside? I was eating my favorite food. Like I was around that like this.
No, it's good.
Trying to beep boop beep boop. Bam.
We got 10 people in here. Hi everybody who's new.
Kittens on the couch. The couch with stuck chairs. I mean stairs.
We gotta tie it in the back.
So I'm gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna cut this in half
Because it will.
and then deal with it that way because this is kind of massive.
Tie it. Oh, you have to tie right there. No, you're supposed to zip it dead time.
Girl, that's what I did.
Good, thank you. I didn't know I have to do it on the belly. I have to do it on the back.
Yeah.
Like a now.
Show them the layers.
Oh wow, it looks like a square. Oh wow, it looks like a square.
This is pretty.
That looks like a
So we gotta
square.
keep it cool. For people who wasn't on the last spot, this is a chilling game. So you gotta keep it as cold as possible.
A chili game. That's what
So,
mommy wants to play.
Yeah, I can see all that I was doing.
Do you like it? Look, pretty.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi, Lucky.
Oh, it's been a while.
So this is the dough, the patty dough. And like yesterday I was folding it over, so like this, like I don't know if y'all can see it. Maybe y'all can see it now, yeah. Like y'all see that? That's all the layers, and that's like the butter in it and everything. This is what's gonna help make it flaky. So like that's what I was doing yesterday when I was folding it over, and
excited.
yeah, I'm excited too. So
I'm gonna go change chat.
Boo.
change what?
My legs itch.
Oh my goodness, these kids, it's like they just decided that they want to change their clothes. I don't even, we're on live
like a
right
fashion
now.
show.
It's like a fashion show right now.
Hello? You working? Oh no!
All the ice on the
Oh boy. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited for those who weren't there again. She did something different to the dough. All right, relax, man.
Yeah.
She did something different with the dough. She had put this thing called shortening in it because before, like our patties was always good, but it wasn't like
Flaky, like how it would be when we would go
Like
to the
those-
store and buy it. And I just felt like I needed to get that down.
that down.
And somebody said something.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Robertson Lee. Hi.
Who's Bob Tilly?
One of our subscribers.
Oh yeah.
So
Hi,
just the
Rosemary.
warning because I have to beat the dough. And so Anybody who, you can turn on this light.
Anyone who has headphones,
Yeah.
take them out.
Lower your volume a little bit because I have to, it's still kind of hard.
It's always harder.
It was
So-
always harder.
Yesterday, we don't have any ones like any of the patties to show you, but yesterday we made patties and we made it with a different dough. So
You
if you
wasn't
want to
here.
see what that looks like what you'll see the flake. Those ones was not. Those ones was kind of flaky.
Yeah, those wasn't bad.
But if you want to see like what they look like, you could do that. You could go look at that live because those ones was like from an old batch that we had, like an old.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Like I kind of like to leave leftovers.
Yeah, she's trying to leave
It's
leftovers.
flying everywhere.
Beat him up. Beat that up. Yes. You strong muscles, Mommy. I have strong muscles. I know it. When I have the strong muscles, you're not gonna slap them.
All those nice rolls and twirls is kind of going on.
Hey!
They're not going nowhere. They just
Covering up.
it's just
Stop
flattening.
touching my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat up dead. No, don't. I'm not
So
a
we're gonna
fighter.
do a Q&A. I don't know why y'all didn't get your father's phone. We had did a Q&A yesterday.
Ew.
I don't know if there's anybody new here, but y'all could give them like the basic information, like what's everybody's name and
Okay,
age.
so yeah, one of the questions was what's everybody's name and age. My name is Samaya, but my nickname is Maya, so everybody calls me Maya. I'm 17. You want to say
My name is Riri and
Your name is Tahari.
Tahari, but her nickname is Riri, so
yeah. And I'm 6.
you gotta say it loud.
I'm 6 years old.
Yeah, she's 6. Her name is Tahari, but we
Yeah.
call her Riri.
Yeah, of course. After I be 6, I'll be 7. I could be 7.
Girl, let her talk now.
My name is Hiyani,
She's too
and
much.
I'm 11 and a complete fashion icon.
Fashion me.
My birthday's coming up, November 30th.
No, she turns 11 on the 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough with the fashion fake, Yanni. It's too powerful.
Say who you are and how old you are.
Yeah,
What's your name?
your
What's
color.
your name?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
How
say,
old are you?
say, how old are you?
Old are you?
4.
I said it like he's being yelled at. Good.
Like, all right.
Babies.
What was another
I'm
one?
Sasha, and I'm 35.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Mine says
What?
38.
What?
I don't know where she got that from.
Yanni's gonna be 10.
I wouldn't mind, but I'm not.
Say hi.
Like that's a far stretch.
This is
Tayden's
Tayden.
1 year old. His name is Tayden.
This is Tayden, and he's 1 year old.
Mm-hmm.
What
What was another question they had?
And the wall.
Another question was another question that they like people asked was what's our daily routine like? I'd say Chima. Yeah, another question was what's our daily routine like? So today we had a really good day. We got up at 9.
I woke up at 8:37.
Okay, so it was like 8:37, and I cleaned up after the dogs. I let them out, let them walk. I clean up after them in the morning, and then I walk them or let them just go out into the backyard and stuff. And then after that, I come inside and we all eat breakfast. So today we all had ate breakfast. You want a cracker?
We ate crack.
Thank you.
Yeah, you beat it up already. That's great.
We had man, threw me off. We had I came inside, we all ate breakfast. For school today, I had That's one of my new lessons. So I edit the thumbnails that y'all see. So can y'all let me know if y'all like them? Let me know if y'all like them. I edit the thumbnails. So also Riri did like reading today, right?
Yeah, I was
Sunday
doing.
too, right?
Yeah, but he was more so doing that.
So Sunday did math and Yanni was writing a story.
I said
I'm gonna let you finish, but since Daddy's not here to tell the stories, I'll be taking over for a little bit.
Don't say it.
So yeah, she was writing a story today, so she's working on it. And after that we prepared to I edited some more because I wanted to finish up the thumbnail for this live, and then we all got prepared to come and see that. So that was basically our day, right?
Pretty much. My day was, I was dealing with the YouTube
My day was
channel
reading.
and I was editing. I posted. Oh, sorry.
I was
dealing with.
She's telling us.
Yeah, I was dealing with of course I wake up a little earlier and then I'm making too much noise. And I created their lessons Tahari and Taisha's. With Tahari, with reading, I'm teaching her 3-letter words to read right now. So don't tell them. I'm teaching her 3-letter words right now, and I'm teaching her what the sounds of letters like A and T, that makes the act sound. So she got that. It's kind of easy for her to do that now. Watch it. You gotta pay attention to where you're walking. Now she's in the ED sounds, and then Tajay, I had him do math, and I wanted to see how far he could recognize what number, the highest number he could recognize. So I had
What was it?
a printout. I just did it to 1 to 10.
Oh, okay.
But he knows it. It was a little too easy.
Yeah.
So
because I was about to say, I think he's only 4 years old, and I think he recognized 1 to 20.
Yeah, I think he recognized more than that, honestly. With math, it's actually really easy for him, and he's sitting in the room with Tahari, so he hears what the sounds of the letters make. So
He's copying.
I think it's gonna be easy for him. It's just he has to pay attention and actually look at it. He hears what I'm saying, A and T makes the at sound. So he does it, and I make it into a song. Stop doing that, kid.
It's messed up. You just take the water.
Yeah, just drink the water. Just drink the water. So, so I did their lessons, and then after I did their lessons, I was creating content when he walked in the room. He walked in the room and he took over, and he was talking to the camera. So I'm gonna probably post that just so y'all can see the conversation that he was having. And after that, I was editing the YouTube page. Tell me if y'all like it or if it's confusing. I'll change it if it is. And then I posted another video, another throwback of when we was in Jamaica, in Ocho Rios. And I did something else. I know I did I edited another video, and then I'm preparing for this now.
Yeah, today was it seemed like a busy day for her. For me, it wasn't that busy. For us, it wasn't that busy. I just edited. Other days though, on a normal, a daily basis, other days I'm really learning how to code, and I'm learning how to code, and then I help Riri and Tajay with their work if they need. What was another question that we had? It was
what's fun thing that y'all like to do?
Oh no, it was what if we could travel anywhere in the world where we want to.
We said that though.
We said that. So we said we're not gonna say them all, but those was main questions because we want y'all to watch the other live to go see. So
I got a quick story to tell y'all. It's about how I got stung by a wasp.
Oh yeah.
So y'all know that one meme how the kid was running on one foot because he got stung by a wasp.
I've been stung by a wasp.
I never was like, why? How is he running like that? How is it possible? And then, so they was like, they used to do like these talks about random things, and they had just finished recording. And I went to go get the stuff. There was like already this black wasp out there. I think it was black, but they
she went on the deck.
Yeah, I went to go get.
Because we used to have in our old house, we had like a deck, and it was like we would stand out there sometimes to watch the dogs and stuff because it was like, you know, like if you know it was kind of like a balcony, I guess, but it wasn't a balcony, so we called it the back deck, but it wasn't flat. Back decks are like flat though.
Yeah, back decks.
No,
Oh,
it's different.
okay.
It's different.
Okay, because
It's
there's
just a
porch
high
and then the
deck,
deck.
yeah.
Yeah. So it was high up, but
Anyway, so I went out and then like there was something flying by my hair and I went like this and it just stuck my hair. I don't think I still have it, but it was like on my finger or something.
you was out there
She
flashing it.
came in the house.
Nah, she didn't come in the house.
Screaming.
She screamed
Burst
outside.
in the house. Yeah,
She
we just heard her
screamed
scream.
outside, and then she comes in the house, and Dad runs out the bathroom. It's like, what happened? I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, what's going on? And like everybody jumps up in a panic because we hear her scream, and she's like, I've been stung by a wasp.
I never said that. I didn't got stung where it was. I did
I
not
don't
got
think we know which
stung.
one it was. We don't know if it was yellow, black. I don't think it was yellow because if it was yellow, then it probably would have kept.
I didn't stung nowhere.
It was stinging though. It was burning her. Like we had to put ice.
No, I'm
on
saying yellow jackets. They keep stinging out there. Like,
it. Yeah, they do keep stinging.
Where was it?
yeah,
Now
I've
it's
never
gone.
been stung by a wasp or
It's
stung by
not.
a bee. So like that experience was different.
Because it smells you and it likes honey.
Nah, wasps, they're not like.
I think she's talking about bee.
Yeah, the bees love you. So, outside we saw the bee, Mommy. Outside, guys, we saw the bee. It was
Yeah, see, it's
different.
getting flatter now. Let me show.
Yeah, I don't mind bees, but I can't stand
It's
wasps.
getting flat now.
Maya,
So yeah, I can see. It's getting flat.
Maya, when,
Whoa, pick that up.
sorry.
What you were saying, Riri?
When we was out, so when we was outside in our backyard, there was a bee trying to smell Maya. Actually, we was at the park, but we was it was sniffing her, like it had.
Yeah, I think I had like
Perfume.
perfume on. I do that sometimes. I forget it's summertime and I forget
'Cause
bugs
she had
are just
black
naturally
dress.
attracted to me.
She had a black dress and right there the smell was there. No. He smelled it like it.
We had a
Smell
lot
like
of
honey.
bees
I'm
and a
eating
lot
it.
of wasps at the old house.
Yeah.
It was. I don't think it was like a nest nearby or anything like that, but they were. It just like they just came over there. Like they was. That's just how it was.
Yeah, but
We moved here in the end of the summer, so we don't really know what kind of bugs. I know we got a lot of spiders, but we don't know if we got like a lot of wasps.
in our old house, we went to the park with us one time, and like we were just like
Might
There
have
was,
to
like-
get closer and talk louder.
there was like this boat. There's like a boat ride, and then it was like you know how jungle gyms are and all that. So it was like a boat. And I basically brought like every kid there, checked their height, gave them tickets, and let them all get on the boat. And Maya and Daddy
record that?
I
I
think
did.
we recorded some of the clips from
I'll
that.
post that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming over, and there was a bunch of people sitting on the boat.
Excuse me. Okay. So since we answered like really main questions, we're gonna do the other ones that we didn't answer yesterday. So let me see. Some of these like we're gonna wait for Daddy to come down. Yeah.
Close the fridge, man.
Get out of the fridge.
Come on.
Okay, so this one I guess is a question
For who, me?
Yeah, for you. It's how do you support your children's education at home?
I teach them everything.
There.
The way I support their education, I like to engage in what they like to do the most, right? Like Tiani, she loves writing stories, so I incorporate her story writing with grandma. So like, you know, I make her, I'm teaching her grammar. I'm making sure that she is putting her pronunciation. I'm sorry. I'm like doing a bunch, but I make sure everything her pronunciation is proper. I make sure she's like, you know, she's spelling. I'm teaching her like, just like earlier today, I was teaching her that she needs to put more detail into her stories. She gets a little frustrated. So like everybody, Maya also.
I'm a queen of frustration.
Queen of frustration. Maya, when she was younger, when she was younger, I had her, like, she likes music. So, before she started her coding, he's saying hi. So before she started her coding, she was doing her music. So we was like, she was working on her songwriting. Sahari, she likes everything. So
y'all doing a lot.
I'm teaching them everything, in other words. So I'm teaching them,
yeah, we learn different things.
everybody learns different things. I teach them the basics, of course, but I also, yeah.
But like on certain other days, like we'll learn history and things like that. Like last year we was learning about what's it? My goodness, it was
Black History,
Kwanzaa, yes, Kwanzaa. Yeah, so we was learning about Kwanzaa, and we was learning about the history of Kwanzaa and what it is and what it stands for and why like Kwanzaa even exists. So we was learning about that. So yeah, we like have history. Also, we did like reports on like, so we had to pick a historical figure, like any historical figure we wanted, and we would have to like write like an essay.
Yeah.
It was like an essay on them. I had did different people. I did the tap dancer brothers. Their name was
Got already messed up.
yeah, I don't know why I'm not remembering their names right now. They was a really interesting topic though. I really liked them, and I really did like them. I wish I could remember their names later, but yeah, that's so we do different things.
Also, she like I said, like with her schoolwork, with teaching Black History, I told her to incorporate what she learned in her music. So you could tell them about that too.
So the Black History Month, I did this thing where I would pick like historic leaders or anyone of color, and I would write a song about them. So that's on my Instagram, and I think they're on TikTok and
Yeah.
YouTube. I'm not sure YouTube. I think one of them is on YouTube.
We'll post them too. So
Yeah, we'll post the rest of them on YouTube. Because before I was posting just like Instagram and TikTok. So I think they're on YouTube though. But I did Louis Armstrong. I did no, sit down. Stop putting him in a chair like that. I did Louis Armstrong. I did Rosa Parks. I did there's someone else. I don't know why I'm not remembering. But yeah, so yeah, we do Black History, we do English, we do, you know, the basics, and then we do the other stuff like for like careers and things I went into. Okay.
Where's Tiani went?
I don't know.
She was on the couch to go to sleep.
Tiani, what are you doing?
This one, should we wait for Daddy? This one is what unique family traditions do you have?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can wait for Dad for that
Okay.
one.
There you are, Daddy. Oh, you did it.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, now that I beat the dough senseless, it's now ready to roll. I beat the dough up now. I don't know if you can bring it closer if you want so they can see it. I'm now able to, you gotta bring it down.
I know.
Sorry. Got it, though.
Now able,
G-Ma said hi.
What's up, Mom?
I'm now able to roll it out. Be right back. I might roll that for a second.
Want to roll it?
Daddy man.
Daddy, what you think you're doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Oh, you just cut an avocado.
Why are you doing that with my durag, man?
Stop. Okay. Yo!
No.
Daddy, these are cold. Teddy, time to come inside.
I don't know how thin she wants it, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Come on. Come on, this side.
Coming inside?
Oh, did you show them the filling
This.
yesterday?
I didn't.
So this is the filling. This is so this is like ground turkey. This is the filling we make. No? Oh, it is. Oh, it's swelled up in the fridge, but overnight, like it looks a lot more. Okay, yeah, this is my bad. This is the ground beef. So we made two different kinds. We made
You
ground
want
beef
it? You say no?
and ground turkey. So this is it. So if y'all want to see how we made it and how we seasoned it, you can watch the first live. So you roll it out like kind of thin.
Not too thin, because yesterday I was doing it a bit too thin.
Okay.
But today, I think that's good. Oh, I need the pizza cutter.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
Take that soda.
You still going after she says no.
It's
Get
the
out
middle.
the kitchen, boy.
The middle part is like,
Kind of thick.
yeah,
But that's where all the rolls and
yeah, and it was
flat
kind
and
of
yeah.
frozen still there. Alright. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, let me.
So Maya's asking Q&A questions today.
So this one is one for y'all. It's should I do the first one that I asked? Okay, this one is, what unique family traditions do you have?
Oh yeah, home birth is like a tradition
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Every time. Well, you can answer that question. You can pull it back too, Maya. Pull it back. Like,
Should I raise it up again? Here, hold
yeah.
it. Hold it.
Oh, maybe not. You don't have to raise it up.
Okay.
Just pull it back so everybody can see.
Okay.
Why this dripping?
Because it's ice
It's
in it.
type J.
It's like just letting the thing go and the ice was stuck. Yeah, home birth is.
Home birthing is definitely a new tradition for us.
Okay, this one is, how do you celebrate holidays as a family?
Big. You gotta
It
answer
depends
that.
on, like,
Because like my back's turned.
yeah, it depends on
The same as everybody else though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one is for y'all. It says, what advice would you give to new parents?
Kids like to get into stuff.
So when it comes to learning, keep it fun.
Yeah.
Don't create this thing where you know, you're one of these new parents and you think you gotta put all this tremendous pressure on your kids to be reading at 2 years old and reading at 3 and knowing all the planets and
You have to be geniuses and know every ocean that's out there.
make sure they enjoy learning first. Keep it fun. When it comes to like having young babies, don't listen to people. Do what you want now. Yeah, I'm joking, but I mean, listen to some things that work for you, and the others throw it away. It's no one size fits all to parenting. One of the things I like to always say, when people do what they want with their kids. People raise their kids how they want, right? Like, I don't recommend my lifestyle to everybody else, right? I don't recommend home birthing to everybody. I don't recommend homeschooling to everybody. You know, one size don't fit all. You don't have to do what somebody else is doing, right? You don't have to, you know, kind of find your way as a parent. You know, things are going to come to you that work for your family.
I agree.
Allow your kids to learn how to teach your kids emotional intelligence and how to communicate and express themselves. Right?
I would teach that before I teach anything.
Yeah, everything else to me is secondary. Teach them that their feelings matter, things like that. Give your children independency, right? Teach them some independency, but also teach them that things that they want in life, they gotta work for it. So yeah, you take this stuff out of it.
It was hard to.
Give them some more
But on that note, the next one is how do you foster open communication within your family?
How do you foster open communication?
So like I said, so like
Yummy. Somebody said something.
allowing your kids to being honest with your kids. I think being honest in your family period. Like one thing I always teach is that secrets in a family is a weakness. So secrets in a family is a weakness. You know, keep it, because if it's something I don't know, right? That's probably gonna harm us down the line, or it's something that you don't know, it's probably gonna harm us down the line, right? When it comes out or how it comes out. So, right, open communication. Like I said, giving your kids the floor to talk sometimes, not being parents where you always like, oh, you know, I mean, of course you're not gonna let your kids disrespect you, but it's not always about, you know, watch your mouth, you know,
Stay in
a child's place type of environment. It's like, you know, well, what do you think about this situation?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
make them feel okay with being able to communicate with you. Because, like, sometimes...
Like I tell you... Go
ahead.
No, say it.
Sometimes, like, you know, as a parent, like you said, like, you'll be, like, stay in the child's place and then not realizing that creates a barrier between y'all. I can't touch that. It'll create a barrier between y'all, and it'll make them feel like, okay, a child's place is to keep a secret, to not say how I feel.
And then ask questions as a parent, because their kids, you know, they're not going to necessarily sometimes know what to say, how to say it, or when to say it. So sometimes if you as a parent, I got to put your thinking cap on. How was I as a teenager? How was I as a 11-year-old? How was I as a 6-year-old? Like, ask questions, you know, hey, how you know, what's going on with this? Everything is not school. There's life outside of school, right? Everything is not education, you know. We grew up in an era where I would hear people like some of my friends' parents or some of my friends would say, oh, all my parents care about is if I do good in school.
Yeah.
Like, life exists outside of that. So, understanding that, And that's it. You know, being honest, starting certain conversations about things that go on in the world. The kids they're humans, they're just little people, so they're gonna eventually face the same things you face. So keeping that open line of communication and telling them the truth about the world and about circumstances, right? Even if it's family circumstances, sometimes people like to hide certain family things from their kids, and or situations with different family members. I tend to tell my kids the truth.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next question?
Hey, I need to feed me.
Nothing?
She was closing it.
How do you want me to feed this dude today? Just break it to him, like. I wasn't breaking it.
Wow. There's a lot of...
Yeah, because Tajay was messing with the fridge.
Okay. Boy,
He clogged it.
don't touch the ice machine. Don't touch it.
What's another question?
It said, this one is, how do you decide on family outings or vacations?
We decide and then we surprise them.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
for
sometimes.
Yanni's birthday, we don't even know.
Yeah, sometimes we ask them, you know, we give them some choices, like a couple of choices. But we like to surprise them a lot.
They like the surprises.
Yeah.
Okay, just so y'all see, I kind of made like 3 giant patties. Because yesterday they ate them so fast, it was ridiculous.
What you use this one for, right? Why is that up there, man? Come on.
Alright, okay, hold on. Finding the room. There's a lot of them.
Oh, that one says, where did you meet your partner? Me and him met in high school. We knew each other since we were 17. We met in high school. Oh, you could ask that question. Oh, it's still falling out the fridge.
Yeah.
Tajay, listen to me, bro. Tajay,
Some of it is crushed ice too.
Tajay, Tajay.
He's right there.
I'm calling you, right? Don't touch the ice machine. You understand?
Yes, Daddy.
All right.
Okay, I don't know if I asked this one yesterday. This one is, what are your favorite family activities?
Well, I should ask somebody.
You did. I think you did. Did I?
Vic, what's your favorite family activity?
Anything doing together is cool for me. Like spending time together. Period.
Well, I think we got someone new in here too.
Even if we-
Princess Amari TV said hello.
Hi.
TT, I don't know,
Irimon.
And
Hi, everybody who's new. I'm so glad to meet y'all. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Subscribe. Please subscribe because we love all our subscribers. We like to get to know y'all. So sorry that we didn't see that. Like,
yeah.
What was the question?
What's your favorite family activity?
Oh, anything spending time together is cool with me.
Yeah, I think yesterday we said like something we, I guess a family favorite, but we don't do a lot is game nights.
yeah,
Yeah.
game nights is definitely fun. And we're competitive, so like we.
tonight.
Oh, we can play Uno.
No,
You don't want to play? Oh, you got
it's
work
late.
tomorrow.
It's late. You gotta
Oh, yeah.
cook dinner and get you.
We'll play Uno on Friday, and we'll probably bring out in on the family game night.
Yeah.
We get competitive.
Yeah. Family game nights are fun. Okay, this one is, what are your thoughts on homeschooling versus traditional schooling?
I mean, like I said, we homeschool. We just doing it for what? So how many years?
Since Maya was in 4th grade.
Maya was in 4th grade. She's in
High school now. She's about to graduate this year.
figure from age what? How old are you in fourth grade? 9? So age 9 to 17.
I didn't make any. But you said
So
that
we've been doing it for a long time. We've been doing it for like 6-7 years. Almost 8, actually 8. We've been doing it for 8 years, from 9 to 17.
Maya was the only one who went to school.
Like,
Everyone else.
Yanni never been to school before.
Yeah.
Like traditional school. But once again, like what I think about it is like when it comes to parenting, one size don't fit all. What works for us might not work for you. Some parents can't probably find it and they can't really be like, I can't teach and I don't know. We actually was good teachers. Actually, I was talking about this today at work. Like when Maya was in school, Maya was having a hard time in school. And so we would like go to parent teacher conference, right? I remember the first time when she was learning how to read, right? She was like 5. Like around read age, like 5, 6. And we would like go to parent teacher conference. And this is like more than just like sight words, but like actually reading. And the teacher told me like, yeah, she know how to read. I'm like, she doesn't know how to read, right? She don't know how to read. She's like has photographic memory. She's like, if you keep putting the same books in front of her, she's gonna read it. Like
Yeah, she'd trick you.
So I'm like, look, get another book with similar words put in front of her. And she wasn't reading, right? And then I took her home and I was like, all right, let me teach her how to read. And then she started reading, and the teacher was like, man, whatever you did, just keep going.
Yeah, whatever you do, just keep going.
So I've always just learned better at home.
So then when she got a little older, she got to like 4th grade, and she was having like a hard time with math. And I'm like, everybody's telling me like, yo, she just won't get it. You know, it's just hard for her to get it.
Like long-handed division was like.
She would go from, and then the way her school was set up was like, yeah, school all day. And then you had like an after-school program right immediately after. What happened here? What y'all did here?
I don't know. It's been moved, and then.
All right. So anyway, she would have after school immediately after, like an after-school program. They would take them to, and she would come home even in the after-school program, no homework done. You know, and then it's like, what you doing all day in school? Are they teaching this? And then I started realizing like they teaching kind of to just.
You're not teaching to her.
To me, it was like you teaching for kids to pass tests. You're not teaching for them to actually really remember
and hold the information.
By the summertime. You know, by the end of the summer, the kids wouldn't remember anything. You know, it was just like, all right, like what we doing here? You know what I mean? So, I took out an after-school program, and I changed my hours at work from like 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I would pick up her school every day by myself, and I would take her home and teach her, sit her down and teach her math, right? And it was like we would sit down from 2:30 to about 8 p.m. You know, like through eating dinner, eating snacks, like everything. Like I'm teaching for like, you know, 2:30 to 8 p.m. every day. Like I'm teaching her. And it was like she's not learning nothing at school, right? And she come to school and she start getting all good grades, right? From math to English to science. And I'm like, you know, every time she come home, she knows nothing.
Yeah.
And,
but they were teaching her a different way from how
yeah,
they
there was
her.
in New York there was something called Common Core at the time. It was like, to me it was horrible. A lot of parents were trying to fight to get it removed. It kind of changed the methods they went about how to get to the answers and math questions and stuff. It just wasn't something I thought was I thought it was real counterproductive. Like it wasn't really working. So I started coming up with my own methods to teach her division, to teach her multiplication, to teach her like fractions, so multiplying, adding, subtracting, dividing fractions. So I started coming up with my own ways to teach her, and she was doing well. And then she had like a situation in school. We was already like planning on homeschooling. I didn't like the way the school was handling the situation. I'm like, you know what? That's it. And it's been great ever since. But I think like in the beginning, like this is why I try to tell people. This is why the question before I said, keep your kids the love to learn, right? Don't make learning such a hard thing. With Maya in school, it was like a hard thing because I'm coming to school and then like I'm hearing that she's not getting it, so you know I'm kind of being like, you gotta get this, right? And
it puts the pressure.
She hated learning, period. Just being in school, she just hated it because it was always like, I don't get this. I'm always the kid that doesn't get it or something like that. And for the first, I think like year and a half, 2 years, we spent trying to get her to unlearn the whole process of being in school and the I don't want to learn kind of, I don't want to learn, I don't feel like doing this kind of attitude. Like I remember it was consistently like every morning we go to homeschool and we giving her a speech about like, yo, you gotta want to do it, right? The moment you make up in your mind you don't want to do something, you're probably gonna do bad at it. Mm-hmm. Right? So if you got to change the way you look at things and the things you're looking at will change. You know, if you change your mindset and say, all right, like there's a purpose in me doing this, or right, I'm blessed to be at home. There's no more pressure of like school and things like that. Then I could possibly, you know, you could open your mind to it. So we did that for like 2 years. You know, trying to get, or like the first year.
Yeah, I would say it was a year.
The first year, that's what we spent most of our time. You know, trying to get her back to enjoying the learning. And once we got there, after that it was off to the races. You know, she started selling everything. And then Yanni coming up behind her, she was never in school. So Yanni, she was like very young. She was like 4 maybe. And when Maya was 9, Yanni was what? How many years apart? Yeah. Oh yeah, 6 years apart.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So she was 3. So you figure about that second year, when she was 10 and Yanni was 4.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
Reading Yanni.
So you figure that next year she was 10 and Yanni was 4 years old. Yanni started really watching, and Yanni started learning. Her mom started teaching her, at her age level. But then Yanni used to sit back and watch and be like, I want to learn math with Daddy.
Yeah.
And then I just seen something in her quick. Like she was quick with it. And Yanni was one of the main reasons why we homeschooled, because I remember how Maya was before we sent her to school. And then we sent Maya to school, and I felt like school just dulled her out, made her hate learning. And I remember like Yanni was like 1, 2 years old, 3 years old, and I kept telling Sasha, like, we can't send her to school. Mm-hmm. So we started looking into homeschool way before the situation in school happened. Because I knew Yanni was like, she was like a real special kind of smart. She has her, you know, she's not perfect, but she was like very, very smart. So I started teaching Yanni, and she just excelled really fast. She was reading really ahead of the time that Maya started reading, and Maya went to school, and she was reading ahead of that. Her math was just off, like she just understood it. And like I teach her, one of the things I teach about math is that there's no number higher than 9, right? Everything else is just, you just changing place value, right? So once you once you look at it like that, it made math like a lot easier. Right, you can't let big numbers scare you. Yeah. There's no number higher than 9. There's just a place value change, right? Or you add it to place value or subtract it from place value.
Those are how they're looking.
And once Yanni, she was like the type of kid, she just grasped that concept. I remember she was probably about 7, and she just grasped the concept of it. So I was already like, all right, she's 7, teaching multiplication and division, right? Because she just grasped that concept already.
Syndrome said that's a cool way of learning. AJ said 10. I get what you mean.
Right. No, there's no. But there's one through 9. And what happens? You go back to 1. You change the place value. You change the place value and put a 1. Yeah. Right? And then in that second place value, right, which is your 1s, right? Because now you're in the 10s. So in your 1s column, you go 1 to 9, right? And then it's 20. 1 to 9, and then it's 30. 1 to 9, 40, so forth. Right? And then when you get to 99, what happens? The hundreds place come in,
And you
right?
go right
And then
back
there's
to
1, 0, 0, right? And now you start back in your ones place, right? And then when you get to 9 in your ones place, what happens? Now you got a 1 in your tens place, right? And when you get to 9 in your tens place, right? You change the hundreds place to a 2 or 3 and so forth, right? So once Yanni just understood that concept, and then another thing I taught was that fractions is division, right? Fractions and division is the same thing, right? So and I say that because I would teach right, anything that comes after and the decimal as well, right? And so anything that comes after decimal, right? So anything behind the decimal is just a fraction of a whole, right? And then that goes into, that's the same thing as division, right? And so I taught Maya that how to not conjugate verbs. That's language, so we teach that as well. But I taught how to what's the word? Reduce fractions, convert fractions to decimals, convert decimals to fractions. And then I taught something where like I would teach her time. I would teach Yanni time, fractions, money, all at once, right? So I would like give her problems like, okay, 2 3/4, right? Show me this in time, right? And show me this in decimals. Show me this in fractions. So she would write out 2 3/4, and then in time she would write out 2 45, and then in money, right? She would write out
Yanni.
2. Yanni, give that please. She would write out 2 75. Right, and it was just about like, okay, what's a whole? What's the fraction of the whole? What is the fraction we're asking for? We're asking for a quarter, right? But a quarter is not always 25, right? A quarter could be 25, right? A half though is always 0.5, right? So that goes into money, right? 50 cents, 2.5, right? That's 2.30, right? So like we would teach. I taught it like that, so I would give them problems like that. Where I would teach them math. I would teach them time, fractions, decimals, which is money,
Division.
and something else I was saying. I would teach it all at once, right? And I would give the problems like that. So by the time she knew how to tell time, she knew how to count money. She also knew how to work with fractions, right? And she understood a little bit about division. And then when we moved to division, right? I just explained it like. Dividing is subtracting in groups, multiplying is adding in groups, right? And you know, we worked at that. By the time Yanni she's only 10 right now, and Yanni could do 10th, 9th grade math. You know, so she was just always like real like sharp. Even when teaching her how to read, I never forget. She was like maybe like 7, and I like had her reading like 4 big word sentences, and I'm like she understood the way their mom teach them. Their mom came up with a system on how to teach them how to read. She put together AR, she put together ED, she put together SA, she put together CA, she put together OR, she put together ER, she put together STR, she put together what else?
You said a lot of them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? So she put together all those type of things, and once you understand the sound of those, it's about putting your words together. Now putting your sound together.
And I would make it fun for them.
Right.
So I would make like little flashcards, and I would like write the words out, and like I would literally like throw the cards in the air, and let them like fall out on the floor, and then I'm like, find the word red. And then like I was timing them. I'm like, you got 5 seconds left. You got 5 seconds. And then like it would make them
do that with their letters too.
Right. And like I said, keep it fun learning. Sometimes she take them outside. She teach them outside, right? You know, different things. Like there's no. I mean, I don't judge nobody. You guys see your kids in school, but there's no raising your hand and I gotta go to the bathroom. Raising your hand to speak. It's not that. It's like a very open learning environment. Enough.
And then to top it off, like when they're at home, it's a lot of emotions. So sometimes, like, you know, they'll get frustrated and everything, and we'll like be like, all right, you know, get up, take a deep breath, go shake it off, go have a snack or something like that. Then come back when you.
I remember being in school, and then right now, with his eyes closed, yeah.
He walked into the wall.
To the garbage can. Right now, I'm in a learning environment where I'm in class 8 hours a day with adults, and so we've been taking tests all week. I think Monday we took a test, Wednesday. We took a test last week, Thursday or Friday. We took a test.
I want them to tell them what they think about him.
Yeah, we took a test Monday, and then we took a test today. Right, so I got a 99 on my first test, 96 on my second test, and today I got 102. I'm in a class with adults from ages 21 to 46, and you see where so many people have developed learning curves, test anxiety, and all of that, right? And those things stem in school, right? And then they looking at me like, damn, bro, you got one of the highest grades in the class. Like, I'm running up for valedictorian, and I got 5 kids at home, right? And I studied yesterday.
That's looking flaky.
I studied yesterday with my cup of wine, with my kids doing the same thing they're doing now, right? But it's because I understand learning, and I understand the environment that school creates for a lot of people. So through that understanding, right, my approach with learning is way different from others. So I'm watching.
Y'all stop running it.
Stop now. That's it.
Danger.
So I'm watching. I watch other adults struggle to make good grades and struggle to pass, tests, and struggle to obtain information and retain information and even regurgitate and digest what they learn. I'm in a class full of about 25 adults, and I'm seeing the struggle. And then it's a lot of issues that, I remember being in school, I could recognize it. So, right, what happens is if you don't understand something, here they might get frustrated, they want to cry, right? But it's like, all right, shake it off outside, and then we come back and work through it and try to figure out.
That gives us an opportunity to teach the emotional intelligence behind it.
Right, and in school, right, you're not gonna cry, especially once you get to a certain grade. But what happens is this, you sit at the desk like this, you sit at the desk like this, and then you start just drifting, and there's no more, right? There's no, and then if the class is a class of 32, the teacher's not really identifying, saying, hey, you're having a hard time. They're just giving you grades, right? And then the class period might be 45 minutes to 90 minutes, and then when that's done, that's it, right? We move on to the next class. All right, everybody go to the next class, next subject. And here it don't work like that, right? And we have to just sit and work on math all day, right? If we have to, we sit and work on reading all day. We have to, we sit and work on science all day. And we have to, give a whole day of history lectures and history, right? And talking about it, talking through it, right? And then you don't got to do this, right? It's an open floor for us to talk about what we learned and to talk about how we see it in our perspective, right? And you go like this all day, you might not get called on. Right, like even where I'm at, the environment I'm in now, learning, right? I go like this. They tired of me now. They like, not you, right? Not you, right? Because I'm always, and then like some people like, man, like what do you do to study? I'm not a big studier, but if you pay attention in class, I'm standing up most of the time in the back of the class, and I'm talking to the instructor, right? And a lot of people in class is quiet. Right? And I'm talking to the instructor. Maybe they even feel like I talk too much. If he don't shut up, right? But what I realize happens is every instructor, right? We have about 4 or 5 different instructors. Every instructor starts to consistently look me in my eyes while they're teaching, right? Because they feel more engaged with me. And I feel bad for other people sitting through it because they're not realizing, like, that's how learning happens, right?
Sorry,
So
babe.
engagement.
I'm about to start banging again. So if y'all got headphones in or if y'all TV is loud, turn it down and take it out because I'm gonna be banging. And babe,
Listen,
we're gonna have to
listen,
talk up.
listen. Calm down. Calm down.
Somebody was writing in the chat.
It was just saying, studying with mine. I was definitely understanding when I went to school. They just gave us a chart.
I said a lot.
Yeah.
So Maya, you tell them what you think about homeschool.
Homeschool. I think it. Like
Be
going
honest
to.
though.
I'm gonna be honest. Going to school, right?
Speak up too.
Going to school was like, when I went to school, it wasn't like I was ever focused on learning either. I felt like going to school, like one, it was hard for me. So when I went there, I was never focusing. I was just worried about situations in school, worried about other people. I felt like it made me a lot more prone to like situations that made me like situations that made me end up leaving anyways. So it's like, I feel like
social issues.
yeah, like social issues. And then people have a perspective of like, oh, well you don't, like when you homeschool, you don't communicate well, or you don't make good friends and things like that. But it's really not the case. I feel like if I would have stood in school as a teenager, going through high school, I feel like I would have speak to everybody.
I think most people who don't like people pick that up in high school.
Yeah.
Right? They all, like.
Because the way I was then, and then already fighting young, it just was like, I would have ended up like probably not liking to speak to nobody. Now I'm a lot more open-minded.
So.
Yeah, I feel like I was always comfortable with being myself. That was one thing I wasn't like.
Right. I agree. But I think what happens in school a lot is kids stop being comfortable with being themselves, right? They stop being comfortable because people will make fun of you. People will find something to laugh at you, right? Like sometimes people be like, "Oh, you don't think your kids have social issues?" I'm like, social issues start in school. They really don't start at home. At home, most of the time, people is comfortable with where they are, who they are, how they do it, right? How they talk, how they sound. They're comfortable with themselves. And then when you get to school, right, the world shows you that, all right, there's reasons to not be comfortable.
Will make you insecure about something you wasn't insecure about. Like, I remember when I was I don't remember what grade I was in, but I used to go out to recess, and one time I was laughing and smiling with like some of my friends. And one of these girls came up to me, and she was like Spanish. One or the other. And she asked me, she like, why are your gums so black? And it's like hee-hee-ha-ing, and I'm like it hurt my feelings being young. So like, going to school, you'll come back with insecurity. I feel like being at home. Being at home, I never had to feel uncomfortable because I'm around my family and I'm around myself. So it's like, I feel like.
Then by the time they get out in the world around other kids and feel comfortable with themselves, it's like whatever,
Yeah.
So like, those early stages matter though. You're sending your kids to school very young. I mean, you have to, for parents that have to, but you send your kids to school at a young age, and then you don't know what's going on. They're being teased about things like that. Like, I didn't even know that happened.
No, you remember. Right? I remember.
I remember you told me about, but I'm saying it's not like I know what's going on in school, right? And that was one of the things with Yanni. Yanni was like, she was very sensitive, but she was very, very smart. And I'm like, yeah, nah. Yeah. Because I watched how her school changed her. School made her like a hard kid. Yeah. She was like so friendly. Yeah. And then she became this kid that was like very defensive, quick to fight. And I realized, I'm like, oh, this is school. Yeah. Right? This is, dealing with school. Yeah. Now, Yanni never been to school to it. Now she's 10, 11 years old. She know how to deal with social issues. You know what I mean? She's developed a sense of self-esteem, right? It didn't get tarnished too young, but go ahead.
I feel like being in school, like, I don't regret going to school. I feel like it taught me, like, on the social side, I feel like it made me, like, not blind about how people are, not make me think like everybody is oh so sweet, because I'm like, so I was able to teach Yanni certain things about certain people in a way, like, you just don't, like, just the way you handle certain situations. Also, coming out of school, I feel like I was more confident.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Be quiet now.
Yeah,
that's it.
because
I don't want to hear you
everybody's
no more.
yelling over you.
No more.
Somebody said a whole lot.
Coming out of school, I feel like also with learning, I was a lot more confident in myself. Like in school, I wasn't as confident in learning, or I didn't think I could do it, or I didn't think I was like, I didn't feel, I had like this smart friend, like she was really smart. And like watching her and looking at her, it made me feel like, man, like I'm not getting anything in school. Or like the teachers is always telling me I'm not doing something right. Or they always calling me out or moving my seat. Like it just was like school, it was like, it was a lot. It was a lot more, pressure. It was a lot of pressure. Homeschooling, I feel like now I could we got subjects in homeschool that we don't have in school. So it's like I could learn coding, I could work on my music, I could do, I could also feel free to give my learning ideas. I can help my parents understand how I want to learn. You know, the teachers, they're trying to teach everybody the same way. They're not teaching people like for people who maybe learn slower. I had good teachers, but still she's teaching an entire class. She can't just sit with me and help me with what I need help with. So I feel like coming out of school, I was a lot more confident in my work and in my math skills and my English skills and things like that. And I was a lot more confident in myself. Like being dark skinned and growing up in school where it was a lot of Spanish and
yeah, she went to school in Spanish Harlem.
yeah, so it was a lot of Spanish girls and things like that. Like I remember being younger and I told my parents I wanted long straight hair like the girls in school, and because I didn't like my hair. So it was just school, and I was young. I was real young. I was how old was I?
She was in pre-K.
I was in pre-K. So it's just and I had a Spanish friend, and she had pretty long hair to me. So it's just it makes you feel like you gotta be like everybody else, or you can't be yourself.
Let me clarify this though, right? Because that's the world regardless, right? You're gonna have to live in that world eventually.
Yeah.
But I think what's imperative in the situation is that hold on. What's imperative in the situation is that the age that you experience in this, right? I feel like sometimes kids are very young to deal with that, right?
Yeah,
to
kids
deal with
grow
those
trauma
things,
at school.
to deal with certain things that's going on outside of their home, right? And they really young, right? And those beginning stages, the mind matters a lot. You know, there's studies that show that, right? That age from 2 to about 8 years old is the most important years you can be in with your children, right? And how are you? What are they exposed to, right? If your child is 8 and they're already questioning their self-esteem, they're already questioning themselves about everything. They already feel like I'm not smart. They already feel like they're already starting to think the worst about themselves. And one thing is you are whatever you think you are, right? And why put your children? I mean, if you have to once again. But for me, it was if I don't have to, why put my children in an environment that's gonna make them question themselves too early in life?
Remember when she was in school and it was Halloween, and
I was always real proactive with being a father. I was always 2 steps ahead of psychology is one of my things, right? So I'm big into psychology, and I read a lot of psychological books, psychology books, everything. So I was always kind of steps ahead of what was going on, right? So I kind of already knew the things she was experiencing, and I would drive her to school every morning. And every morning we would have long talks, right? Long talks, because I would already prep her up for the things that she's gonna face in the world. Right now, even though as a parent you could prep your child for what they're gonna face, but how they face it is still just it's out there in the open, right? They're gonna try to face it, but at the end of the day, they're not you. They don't have the emotional intelligence you have, right? Especially as an adult, right? Where you can try to tell them how to navigate through it. So they just going to school, right? And they, right, like she said, like little girl asked her about her gums being black. Right, that's genetic, right? I grew up going through the same thing. I was always one of the darkest kids in the class, right? So I you know, my parents always was like big on building my self-esteem. So I was the same way with my children. But at the end of the day, the world gonna be cruel. The world could be very cruel, and it starts with children in school, right? And you questioning yourself. So I wanted my children to be very confident in who they were. I wanted my children to be solidified. I wanted my children to be comfortable in their own skin. So I just didn't want to put them in an environment that was going to make them question those things at a young age, right? And then also they learning ability. I knew I could do a better job. And I knew the things that I would teach them would advance them, right? Like I would sit down with their teachers, and their teachers would ask me if I was a teacher, and I'd be like, no, I'm not. But for me, right? I'm looking at this, you know, my child's mind and how they learn and how they view the world, right? How they view things. Learning is not a one size fit all. Like once again, I'm sitting in a classroom every day right now with adults, ages 21 to 46, and a lot of them have college degrees, and you still see like, man, damn, how'd you get through college, right? Because you have a learning disability, a lot of them, right? A lot of them can't cope. You know, and college is kind of made easy, right? College is kind of made easy unless you're trying to be like a doctor or something like that. You know, but a lot of things through college you can get through, right? And I'm watching like a lot of adults struggle right now, right? With the information they're getting. And some of them with master degrees, bachelor degrees, right? And it's still like, you know, it's like, man, damn, you know, I see that you see the childhood trauma, right? And you see them looking to avoid the conversations in class, not really want to engage because they're worried about, you know, people thinking about what they think and people chuckling. That's not even something that's on my mind, right? I'm in there, you know, and
that was another thing. My focus in school was bad. My focus, that was another reason why I was always having to have my seats moved and things like that. Like my focus was just bad in school. I couldn't focus. Being in a class with a bunch of other kids, they talking over here, the teacher's teaching, my friends is talking. Like it's just like it was hard for me to focus. So now I focus a lot better.
Right.
But
so right, and what she's saying, right, based off of what she's saying, right, I'm watching, like I said, we've been testing all week. I watched adults. This is adults. 21 to 46 years old. Once again, watch adults taking a test, right? And then you know how people was like finishing and getting up. So once you finish, you get up. You know, you hand the paper to the instructor and you walk out. To the professor and you walk out. And you walk out the class. So you know, some people's flying through the test and they get up and they go and they hand their paper and walking out, and then you're seeing people start fidgeting in their seats because people was getting up walking out, and then you see people start trying to hurry up and finish because they're thinking about, damn, I don't want to be the last one done or whatever. And these are things that I watched people do when they was in school. And when I was in school, I was always the last one finished. One of the last, always, right? And then in New York City, we had like a New York State testing system, and they were graded, depending on your grade, you would get a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4. And I would be like one of the last ones done, but I'd be scoring 3s and 4s. And people walked out 25 minutes before me, 10 minutes before me, 30 minutes before me. They failed, or they got a 2. And it's the same thing happening right now. People get out, they walk out before me, and then when the grades come in, they got a 64 or 56. And
yeah, I had to get out of that because when I started homeschooling, you know, Yanni younger, so what Yanni was learning was different.
Yeah,
I
it
was
like a
learning
race.
harder things, and like when she would finish, now I'm sitting, I'm like, oh man, now I want to finish. I gotta finish, and I'm rushing, and now I'm not getting nothing right.
That's
so
why
I have to sit.
and that's why I said
I have
the
to
first.
sit there and finish.
That's why I said the first 2 years, right? She was 4. She would do her work, right? And then her work was less demanding than her work was, right? So she would finish up her work, and then like a 4-year-old, you're not gonna keep them there just constantly learning all this. So when she would finish, she would stop being able to focus. She's like, I'm like, why are you worried about what you worry about the wrong things, right? Just focus on what you gotta focus on.
And it took a while for me.
It took a while for her to get out of that. A while,
She had to
long
unlearn
time.
a lot of things.
A long time. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. And I'm watching adults do the same thing. Pick that up, man. I'm watching adults do the same thing. The same exact thing. And I'm looking at some of them like, if you would have spent the time I spent, maybe you wouldn't have the grades that I had. Like I take my time. We get 60 minutes for the test, right? I'll probably come out in 45, 50 minutes, right? I'll take my time.
In school, I feel like too, they make it like it's a pressure thing where it's like you worried about what's on the next person's paper. Like, oh man, they doing better than me. Or, oh man, they got up faster than me. They must have done real well.
That's testing anxiety. And if I see these people doing it right now and they in college, they got college degrees and everything, I know they was doing that as kids in elementary school, high school. I know it. Right? I know it. Because you doing it now when you're an adult and you're not even comfortable enough with yourself to say, yeah, I'm taking my time. So now everybody look at me like, damn, he's smart, bro. He's smart.
And then with testing, he was always on a timer as well.
Yeah. So that created a lot.
Yeah, I mean, being time for a test is like, to me, you know, I've timed them for tests as well. It's not a big deal, but everything is not about timing. Right? It's not all about like, okay, how long it's going to take you to finish it. We give them, we like to just keep the environment as least stressful as possible, especially at the young age stage. You know, as they get older, you know, you can amplify things a little bit, but at the young age, there's no point in rushing anything or making them feel any type of pressure. Just as long as they retain the information. That's the most important thing, retaining the information.
AJ said, facts, I always had problems at school. Like, they always knew what to bother me about because they knew my home situation. After it's a fight, like I had a lot of problems at a place, I was meant to learn that.
Yeah.
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 So
A
imagine
lot
how
of people had that same experience.
yeah, you gotta go to school and
So
get in
makes
fights.
sense to know.
I used old ancient math systems at school, and the teacher and them were pretty surprised.
Wow.
And they just teachers. They only
Yeah,
regular.
they human.
They only regular people that went to school and learned what they learned. They're
But
not,
that's what I said.
they're
I
not-
had pretty good teachers.
they're not the all in says all. They're not the last say. You know, so that was the thing. Like a lot of the methods, it was like teaching Maya in school. When I would go to school and I would, you know, they would pass. She would pass or she would have a test and she had to show work. You know, you had to show work in math. And I would teach her another way about going to get the answer. And they would see it and they would be like, oh yeah, you know, Maya's doing well. We didn't really want her to do it this way, but she did it this way.
That's what
and
they
I'm
were
looking
saying.
at them, I'm looking at them like she got the right answer.
That's what I'm saying. I got it. Like,
Right? She got the right answer. There's more ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Skin a cat, right? You know, it's like what do you want from her? You want her to do it the way you want her to do, or you want her to understand math and understand the problems and how to solve them?
They wanted her to do what they wanted her
You
to
know, but this is how I was talking to her
Take that, I
teachers
don't know.
going into school all the time. You know, I'm like, well, is it more important that she knows and she understands what she's doing, or is it more important that she does it your way? I'm asking a general question. I'm not looking for a right or wrong answer, but that was my concern. Like, what's more important in this situation? And a lot of times, you know, it was like, well, you know, but according to the rubric of the school district, and according to you know what we're trying to do, this is what we want her to learn, and we want it this way. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it was called Common Core at the time. And I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out long.
Yeah.
In the long run, this ain't gonna work out, right?
And when I was learning the way I was learning, I was a lot more confident. Even still going to school, I would raise my hand a lot more. Before, I wouldn't raise my hand at all. I would try and avoid the teachers and their questions. But then I started learning in the right way, and my way. And then I went to school, and I would feel smart and raise my hand a lot more.
You know, so once I was teaching her, she was going to school raising her hand. She was going, but at the same time, it was still the environment that had the biggest control over her temperament.
Yanni, what about you?
And how she was responding to things.
Sandra said they teach a bunch of kids the same way and people learn differently. Adria said my mind was in the book a lot, so it took me about 2 weeks to learn Egyptian fractions and Sumerian metrology.
I don't know what that is. You gotta teach us something new.
But yeah, they definitely teach all kids, all people, all the same. It's the rubric, right? And we don't even teach Maya how we teach. We don't even teach Yanni how we taught Maya. They two different minds. They learn two different ways. Like I said, Yanni, she's a lot faster with certain things. So I can throw things at her. Like I said, at 7, she understood the concept of 9 being the highest number.
Like right now, Yanni, she was doing word problems. It took me kind of a while to get past
word problems was Maya's problem. She had a hard time. And me thinking about Maya, I told Sasha, like, yeah, make sure you give her Yanni word problem. And then it was like a breeze for her.
Yeah.
Right? So with Maya.
At first, and then learning what I learned, at first it was, because my problem with word problems was I would look at every little detail and it would confuse me. Like, so if it was, it would be, look at just the important things. So it would be like, Sarah took the dog for a walk for 10 hours. Don't worry about what Sarah did. Don't worry about the dog. Listen to the numbers. She took the dog 10 hours. 10 hours. That's what she did. 10 hours. And then whatever else. So with Yanni, when she was doing this, she's like, this is a little confusing. When I told her that, she got it quick.
Right.
Like, don't pay attention to all that.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how I used to teach her even when she was in school. So when she got out of school, I definitely told her that way. Pay attention to key words. And I had to teach, and here it is today, right? We had like a study hall, and I'm like teaching adults how to retain information. So we had certain things that we had to learn. And right now we learn to anyway, I don't want to really talk about what I'm learning right now, but I had to break down key points to help these people remember these things for the test, right? And you'd be surprised, man. I'm talking to people who got master's degree in psychology, and they're not, and still they don't know how to take notes, get through tests, or retain certain information. Right? And it's like school is a marching and passing situation. March them through this, give them a test, they memorize it, pass. Right? Can they apply the information? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Right? And that's what we're seeing happening consistently from child to adults, right? And it's carrying over from child to adult, right? And me personally, I blame the school system and how they choose to teach. Like I said, so I went to school and I had the privilege of going to 3 high schools. And I say privilege because I went to a Catholic high school, which was a private school. My parents paid for my education. What we learned was really good, but it was in New York City, so every period was 45 minutes. 45 minutes, right? And it's on to the next, right? And then I got to go to school down south, in the south, and the school I went to was a really good prestige school, but the classes was 90 minutes, right? And you would only get 4 classes a semester versus 8 classes, right? So it was 90 minutes, 4 classes per semester. That's all you had to worry about. Right, and I found like coming from 8 periods, 45 minutes each, right? You do a semester, then you go to the next, right? Like another whatever. It just came really right. No, I can't doing 90 minutes came easy to me, because you spent more time, you spent double
That's
the
like
time
that.
learning something.
Yeah.
Right? So that's something I implemented with my kids, like at least 90 minutes per subject. Right? And if we need more, we take it more, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
learn
all
at
right,
their pace.
all right, she's not getting it. It's been 90 minutes. Let her take a break, let her hang out, let her chill, get some air, and then bring her back, and we can do a whole new another 90 minutes on this. Why not?
Learning with homeschool too, like
I'm about to come.
learning with homeschool too, at least with my parents, is like when I wasn't getting it one way, we would both try and learn like another way.
Yeah.
Like Daddy would help me. Like if I wasn't getting it the way he's trying to teach me, we looking for a new way together. We trying to learn it together.
I'll go study new ways. I'll be like, all right, let's leave that right here for a minute, right? And I'll go and I'll take 2 days to study. And I would find a new way, and I would back test it, and back test it, and back test it. I would stay up all night, and I'd be like, Sarge, I got it. Look how this is gonna work. And that's how I came up with the whole, 9 is the highest number system. That's how I came up with the multiplication system I teach them. I teach them a special multiplication system. That's how I came up with the, even with the understanding of the decimal. And decimals being fractions, and fractions being division. Right? And division being, decimals being division. That's how I came up with that whole concept. And then I back test everything that, I believe, like, okay, does this work like this? I back test it. To the point where, like, I grew an understanding of it, that I'm like, oh yeah, I can teach them this with time. I can teach them this with money. I can teach them with this, with everything, right? And like, numbers don't change. Numbers don't change, right? Only place values 1 through 9.
Yeah, I learned place values really easy too.
Or if you want to say 0 through 9, you can say 0 through 9, right?
But the reason we don't say 0 through 9 is just because
and then
number isn't going to start with.
And then when it came to teaching equations and I can't even say the word, but you know how it's epitomize or patamize, whatever they call them.
PEMDAS?
Yeah, PEMDAS, when you do parentheses.
We say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
But when it came to teaching all of that and solving for equations where you solve for x, solve for y, right? They grabbed that concept easy. They grabbed it easy. Like by the time we got to teaching Maya how to solve for x. Hey.
She's warming it for you.
Hey.
No, I made smaller ones.
The food is coming, man.
So let Yanni tell them her experience, because she's never been to school. So you can tell them what you think about homeschooling.
I like it a lot. It's a lot more free than what. Because I've never been to school, but from what all my friends tell me, it'd be like, school's annoying. You don't get that much freedom. And here, you get to eat when you want, you get to use the bathroom when you want, and you get to stay on a topic for like as long as
another situation in school. I had situations in school, like a situation in school. Yeah, the bathroom situation is a lot.
Oh, I had a situation like that in school too. But you go ahead and tell
you get like a lot of freedom. It's funner, and like I never really wanted to go to school. So.
I ask every year.
Yeah, that's another thing. We ask them every year, like, you want to go to school this year? You want to go to school this year?
You want to try it out? You want to see what it's about? They be like, nah. Maya, she already know what it's about, so she like, nah. But I always ask them because, you just never know. Like, they never been to school. They might want that experience, but they don't want it.
I don't mind allowing them to get the experience and see if that's something they want. I do believe, though, if they do choose it, I do believe there's going to be a decline in their education and a decline in what they're learning. But it's about giving them life experience. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I just feel a lot more free in homeschool.
She like Yanni, what she likes to do is like when she likes to go get snacks a lot. Like she's like, you always see Yanni walking to the pantry and she'll have like her book in her hand and she's walking and she's reading her book and she's coming out with a snack and then she's walking back and she's eating her snacks. Somebody said something.
Me personally, I love that. I love that my kids is able to do that and be free while they're learning, because it just keeps learning something that they're comfortable and want to do.
Yeah.
DJ said, Yanni keeps saying, no, I hate waking up at 6 a.m. every day outside cold waiting for the bus.
Yeah, that's how it used to be when we was teenagers in school. Like, we had to go outside, rain, sleet, snow, and it'd be cold. It'd be packed. We from New York, so it'd be packed on the bus and it'd be packed on the train. And you
Thank God when Maya was in school, I always had a car.
Yeah, we had a car when Maya was in school. So
Sometimes I would stay over by 3 months.
yeah, she would stay with her G-mom.
The only time I had to walk in like crazy weather, it wasn't wild. Remember that one time it hailed and it wasn't crazy. And, you know, the school was not, it was like a few walks away, that was it.
Maya was blessed. She always got drove to school.
Yeah.
She always got to eat her breakfast in the car
Yeah.
and talk. Like,
And
you
her
know,
lunch
always,
was always made for
Yeah,
her.
she
She
had
never
lunch.
took, like, she never ate school lunch. We always made it for her.
Yeah, so like
I made it for
I would
her.
give Maya like real long talks on the way to school every morning. We would drive through traffic from the Bronx to Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like always talk, but the talks was more about social.
Yeah, like,
Because I think social affects you guys kids in school more than you think, right? More than the education. Kids are going to school, and then you know some kids are really smart, and then they're not doing well because the
They wanna fit in.
social around them is just horrible, right? The social world is horrible. So even with like so I have a lot of people reach out to me, and like, yo, can you tell me a little bit about homeschool? That's something I want to do. And like, especially the ones who got young children, like one of my homegirls reached out to me. She got like a 3-year-old. Summer's daughter, she's 3. She just had a birthday anyway. But she's like 3 or 4. She's 3, I believe. So she's very young. She's not even like really. I mean, I see people sending their kids to 3K right now. But
yeah, we were
I'm
scared
like,
to send
I'm
Maya
like,
to
you know,
school
just
until
keep,
she wasn't
just
able.
keep it fun. Just keep it fun. You know what I mean? Keep it fun. Oh, stop that. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Why are you walking with your eyes closed, boy? You see the grease spot on the wall when you walked into it just now.
That's funny.
Stop it, you're doing it again.
No.
He finds it funny.
Come here. Let's go.
What's this, Mommy?
Let's go. Come
It's a towel.
Tower.
Like with Tajay,
That looks so
really,
good.
she's like Yana. You can see she's gonna be like
Ready.
pick up on things quick, math,
Mommy,
English,
can I have
reading. She picks up on it quick.
Yeah, you're gonna get it in a second.
Tajay is really good at math.
Hey.
But like sometimes he has trouble with some of his letters and all that. He's 4. I'm telling his mom like, take your time.
Yeah.
Don't stress out. Don't stress him out. Take your time.
Yeah, I don't never want them to not feel like they don't want to learn. Like, I don't want that feeling where they like, oh, learning is boring. I'm not having fun.
And one thing I always realize is like, they eventually get it. As long as you're consistent, they're going to get it. Just take your time. Be consistent. They're going to get it. Don't turn it into a stressful environment. And that was my thing. And I think because I was like a young parent, with Maya, I was 18 when I had Maya, so she's going to school. She's, 6, 7 years old. We're probably one of the youngest parents in her age, like with kids her age group at school. And then there was a lot of pressure, I think, of that. And even like, all right, my daughter got to get to work, right? We don't want to look like the young parents that's not the kid that can't grasp the information.
Yeah, that was a pressure on us because we were so young.
And like for me, I got to the point where I didn't care about it after a while, but that was one of the things was like, yo, like why are we creating pressure around this?
Yeah.
I realized it early, like, all right, we're not gonna turn this into something where we create pressure.
Yeah.
And like she gotta get it, and if she's not getting it, she's not getting it, right? We gotta figure out ways and different avenues for her to get it, different channels. School, at the time when Maya was in school, things might be different now. It's been a while. There wasn't many avenues. There was like, a one-size-fit-all type of situation.
I hope it changed. I really do.
Yeah, but all right. What was the next
What's the next question?
We've been on that
Your
homeschool
question.
topic for a while.
AJ said something. He said, Sammy, you gotta be on the bus with hot, sweaty kids coming from the gym ready to go home and they musty. Yeah. That's
Okay,
funny.
this one, because everything else was like around kids. Somebody said, what subjects do your kids enjoy most? But we kind of answered that. I think Maya probably enjoys coding and software engineering. And Yanni, Tajay, he enjoys math. Riri, she enjoys a little bit of everything. Yanni, what subject do you enjoy most? Reading and math. So, so one thing about my kids, they're all pretty good at math. So, and that's probably because of my beliefs about math. I believe math is everything. Everything has math in it. So we like a lot of emphasis on math.
When they was young, we used to tell them math is magic.
Right. That was okay. That was one of the things we used to tell Maya. Math is magic.
He said, I'm okay at math.
We used to tell Maya math is magic.
Yeah.
And they got shows out about like stuff like that, like you know, math is everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I should go watch it's like this Christmas movie called Jingle Jangle.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yes, math is everything. Like I don't think there's too many things you can do other than reading that you're not gonna find math. And even that I could say has math in it. But yeah, everything is math. When you get down to engineering, computers, coding, science, whatever, it's math. So I'm very serious about teaching math. Stocks, everything, math. But all right, next question. What's your biggest challenge as a family?
Biggest challenge as a family?
Is it what is or what was?
Just what is, right?
Yeah.
Like right now?
What has been your biggest challenge?
What has been our biggest challenge? When we first moved, it was getting our regiment back in order. So like when we came from New York down here, we lost our dog Kuma. His birthday is actually in 2 days, right? Mm-hmm. So like, you know, everybody was like sad and like we came down here, we was all sad, and then it's like, okay, we have to unpack and we have to get our routine in order. We had to figure out what it is that we was doing in New York. It's like, okay, we're in a new place. We have like different time frames. We have different things that we have to do. And that was kind of like I would say, like our biggest thing was like getting into our regiment, getting into, just pretty much getting into our bag. Maya had to clean up after the dogs in a different way. It was just a whole lot. Like it was just like walking the dogs was different because we would walk the dogs in the park. So now we in the backyard. We gotta make sure that they're not piling up doodle in the backyard by the door. And it was just like a whole bunch of stuff that we was just like, okay, we gotta figure this out. This is like a whole new lifestyle. It's a whole new life. And we all wanted to do content, and that was like a big thing for us. We couldn't figure out the timing, and we couldn't. Let's get something else. And we couldn't figure out we couldn't get into our niche and what it was to the point where we wasn't enjoying it as much. Now we in it and we enjoy it and we laugh and like you see we talk to y'all and we like have these conversations. But I would say that was one of our biggest challenges.
All right. So the next one is. How do you handle sibling rivalry?
We make them talk it out.
Yeah, we make them talk it out. We make them
express themselves.
Tell each other how they're feeling and how whatever they did to one another made them feel. And then if it's senseless, if I see that it's senseless, I just make them stand there and hug each other for as long as possible.
Yeah, Riri and Tajay, we have plenty of pictures of them just hugging each other because them two, they go through it.
It could be a little senseless.
Yeah.
Right? So, but yeah, that's how we handle it. We just let them express themselves to each other. I think I remember one time. I mean, they get into certain things, but not too much. But I remember Maya made Yanni feel away, and we had Yanni express that to her.
Yeah, because Yanni wasn't expressing herself.
Express to her how she made you feel, right? And then, right?
And they don't like hurting each other's feelings.
Of course, you're gonna feel a way about somebody calling you out like that. But then it's an explanation on, right? How, right? Why is she, where you might have went wrong, or what you could have done better to not make her feel the way you did.
Yeah.
So that's how we handle it. You know what I mean? Everything is about talking out. I'm not really for like siblings getting into things where they're not speaking to each other and all that. And I think it starts now, like as adults, you'll see a lot of siblings not speak to each other, right? Or have problems with each other. But I think it starts in the home as kids, and start with the parents. Intervene. Sometimes, let them work it out. But as a parent, intervene, especially when they're young.
Yeah.
Intervene.
They need a
right?
mediator.
They need a mediator. They need somebody who can who can be neutral, who can make them talk it out, and who can call right and wrong sometimes. Like,
who has a different level of intellectual.
You're wrong for this, right? And okay, maybe you took this the wrong way, or maybe you handled this the wrong way.
Excuse me, sorry. Should I cut this in the middle room?
Right? So, and like, if you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. I'm not one of those parents that's like, oh, I don't want to choose sides. Like, nah, if you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you wrong.
Here's how you're wrong.
I'm gonna tell you wrong. I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I'm gonna explain to the other one,
You gotta put this somewhere else.
whatever I gotta explain in that situation. But if you're wrong, you're gonna be told, like, no, that's not how you handle things. You was wrong in that situation. Right? And there's a lesson to be learned. Yo, my man, get down.
What?
Get down.
This boy's standing on
Can
the
you feed
table.
him his rice? Yeah, Patty this year.
Give me the rice. Give me the ball. Come here, man.
He
Come
just
here.
wants to mess with their stuff.
Come here. Here.
Did anybody check on those patties that's in the oven?
So, that's how we handle sibling rivalry.
I think they could be a little bit more golden. Alright.
They don't really have too much sibling rivalry though.
I'm about
to
to
be
get
honest.
a plate and I'm about to
Because
show
they like to talk to each other. It's the younger ones that we have to.
So, what is the funniest thing that has happened to your family?
Yeah, I had
We had
answered this one
answered that last
yesterday,
time.
but I wanted to know.
She told them about when Kuma ate the nugget.
Alright, look. Hold on, hold my plate real quick so I can.
From Fuma. Oh.
I don't know.
No.
It looks a lot more
No,
flaky. You can
it
see
is.
it. You can see it in the crust. I'm gonna bite it and let y'all know.
You want to say hi?
He wants to say hi.
Come
Somebody.
on, let me pick you up. Say hi. All right. Yeah,
You
Say
sure
hi.
want to say hi to y'all.
say hi. Look, Taylor, say hi.
Look at that. Look at
Wow.
the plates.
Put him down.
Look at it.
You want to say hi on the food.
That's flaky. Yeah, it's flaky.
Come, man. Come on. Come eat food. Come eat food.
Yummy flaky.
Yes,
That's what I was missing.
So,
And
okay,
put
that's
more in
what
the
y'all
oven.
said was the funniest thing that happened.
Well, you can
Yeah,
explain
you
it
can
to
do another
the
one,
newer
but-
people.
You can do another one too.
I'm trying to think. Funniest thing.
I said the funniest thing recently that happened was finding out that she was pregnant with Tatum.
Oh yeah, so that goes into like also the communication, right? How we with the kids and allowing them to express themselves. When Sasha got pregnant with Tatum, they're dropping food, man. I was like nervous. I was like nervous to tell her because I'm like, damn,
How they
how they gonna feel, what are they gonna think? You know, I was nervous, right? I was like, you tell them. I don't want to tell them.
He always do that. Like when he don't want to do, like, "Sarge, you do it. You do it."
I cared about how they felt about it, you know. I'm like, damn, you know, how they gonna feel about it. I was happy that they was happy.
Yeah. It was like another one.
That was funny.
Yeah, I was really excited for Tatum.
This Kuma story was hilarious.
Yeah.
I used to partake with the herbs, so I had one time dropped some on the floor and Kuma ate it. Licked it up off.
Y'all was looking for it too for a while.
Right? And we was in New York, so it was legal. It was legal. But so Kuma, he was right, and I take him outside and my dad and my brother pull up on me. And we all outside talking, but Kuma, like he was acting a little weird, like they was trying to talk to Kuma. Yo, no.
Did he eat the pie yesterday?
Bring the chair. He did. I don't know why I didn't give him no patty today. And Kuma was acting a little weird. And he really didn't like want to be bothered. Usually he's excited, he like jump up on my dad, jump up on my brother. He really didn't, he wasn't really excited to see them. He was like real mellow.
He was staggering.
So at one point, right, he's like in the park, so I let him off the leash. I let him run across the street by himself. And then, like, he was standing in the park and he was like, like he kept doing that, and like my brother's like, yo, what's wrong with Kuma? And I'm like, yo, bro, I think he ate a nugget or something or whatever. And he's like, and like my brother's like, man, nervous.
Feeling his heart.
Kuma's like looking.
He's like,
feeling his heart and everything.
He's like, carry him.
See how fast his heart is beating. And
Kuma,
he made me carry him
100
upstairs.
pounds.
Over 100 pounds. I carried him upstairs. Then we got in the house. And like I'm trying to tell him like, lay down, boy. Like he wasn't really like bad. Like Kuma was a dog that drooled, so he was drooling anyway. So it wasn't like he was doing nothing like really crazy where I had to take him to a vet. You know, he was, like I said, he's a 100-pound dog too. So what his tolerance might be for a little dog was a lot different. So I'm like, boy, lay down. Just let it wear off. Lay down.
He was like, nah, I'm too strong for that. I'm not doing that. He literally.
He wouldn't lay down.
He literally was like,
He was trying to pull him down.
He's like, I got pictures to this day. I had to pull him to the floor and I had to lay down on the floor with him and just hold him until he just relaxed. Let it wear off. But that was hilarious because we was just laughing at him and he was like sitting in the corner.
he was sitting there staring at us from the side of his
Eyes
eyes.
mad red.
Y'all laughing at me? Like,
And look, I tell you what, he never did it again.
never did it again.
Poor Kuma, bro.
Whenever, like, at that time, right, like, we would be about to go on our walks. And I would, like, always, like, you know, get myself situated for our walk. He'd come up and want to lick at the table where I'm at. And I'm like, yo, bro, move. After that, he stopped doing that. Because that was the one time and he knocked it off the table and then licked it off the floor. And I'm like, oh. My boy was gone, boy.
Yeah,
He was gone.
something else. G-Ma said, poor Kuma, lol.
He was literally going like this. And he'd be like,
Yeah, he would
stand up.
shuffle his shoulders.
over his shoulders and just.
Another funny thing was, poor Kuma.
And then he had this attitude like he couldn't let it defeat him. I'm like, lay
Yeah,
down.
he's like, nah.
He's not
I'm
telling him to lay
good,
down.
I'm
He
good.
lay down. He would not lay down. He like, I'm not laying down. I don't know if his head was spinning or what.
Like,
I'm
when
like,
lay
no,
down, leave. Another funny moment with Kuma. Remember, you put your hand out to Kuma. So we would like, you know that trend right now that people do with their dogs, and they just put their hand out, and their dogs put their hand on their paw. They put their paw on the hand. So he did it with Kuma. Like he just had his hand out with Kuma. Kuma's staring at him. He's just staring at him like, what are you doing? And then like. It was like the longest pause, and then he's like, "Oh!" and like gave him the paw, like, "I know what to do."
Like we post videos of him, but he had a unique sound. Like all people I used to come up and bring him around, they used to be like, "Yo, is he growling at me?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
he growling or he
like,
breathing?
Kuma just made sound. He's like,
Stop that.
right? So like he just was like that. He was just like a very like.
His son Ichi
That
like
was
that.
Yeah. I was playing that to him on the live because he was doing that. I'm like, he's not growling, he's just communicating.
So I had my hand up for a long, and he looked at it. I was about to take my hand away, and he's like, ah. Like that's how he used to make sounds.
Mommy,
Which one can I give him? This?
Huh?
Okay. can I get? She want another one.
The ones with the X is the beef. The one without the
I don't
X.
know what that is. So we gotta
Just give me a
Mommy,
second.
can I have juice?
Yes.
What it is?
This one is,
Everybody, watch yourselves. This is hot. Just want to show y'all real quick what it's looking like.
That looks like a beef patty. No. Beef patty. Why would they say beef patty?
these ones is kind of. Lex, you want this one?
Put it over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
So you saying she can't have this one?
Look.
I don't know if she liked the beef.
Salad, lemon.
You want to take it?
Can y'all save me at least one this time?
Yeah, I just had one. I'm tasting.
Yesterday they did not save me any. They didn't care about me and their father.
Okay.
Stop that!
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
I like it.
Here we go.
Stop it.
I like it.
Stop that. Go ahead.
Yeah, whose plate is this? Y'all contaminating my area.
You're not gonna eat the meat?
Stop that.
First I gotta wash off.
Yeah, that's
Get out of the patty.
We had plenty of funny moments with Kuma. There was this one time when we was at the park. That part is funny as hell. Huh?
Alright, you can tell that, but not ask the next question. Who
So-
took that on there, man?
Put what on where?
Actually, into
Take that.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. They just breaking my stuff. So it was this one time he walked Kuma and I was meeting him at the park. So Kuma seen me and he's like ecstatic to see me. So he's running.
Wait, this that one story?
He's running and he locked eyes with me. So he's running and he's not realizing that there's a hill and there's like a little ditch there. So he's like, "Mommy," and he's running and he falls into the ditch.
And he just had got a bag.
He just got a bath. And he's staring me in my eyes as
Just got a
he's
baby.
dropping.
Yeah, you got a baby.
He's staring me in my eyes as he's falling. Like he's literally like, ugh. And it was like the slowest fall in his life.
That wasn't the first time he did
Mad
that.
grass
not-
stains and muddy.
And
Like
he was so mad. We got pictures of him after he fell in that.
Look, one time I had him outside. He running, same way, slips in a ditch, falls, scrapes his nose, his lip, everything bleeding. I was upset.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
remember.
like,
that.
yo, bro, how you fall? And it was the same way he's staring at me, just falling in slow motion.
It's the slowest.
what's going
You a dog? How you
You
falling,
see
bro?
the oh no in his eyes. Like it's just like, oh, I'm falling.
big goofy dog.
He's
Like,
so and he's so muscular too. Yeah, like
where he's going.
He slid and everything, and I'm looking at him I'm like this, just like this. I'm like this. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And he got up.
he
and he's
just
like,
looking at you
he's looking
like,
at me.
I don't know what happened.
I was so pissed
Stop that.
off.
Stop.
I was so pissed off because he scraped his nose and his mouth on the concrete.
yeah,
And he had like a scratch. He was bleeding. I'm like, come on, Kuma, man.
yeah.
I was upset, bro. I'm like, I said, we going upstairs.
I didn't like him to play with female dogs because they would scratch him and like bite him, and he would let them because Puma was like a lady's dog. Like he like let the girls do whatever they want to him. He like, go ahead because I'm gonna hump you. So do whatever you want. And I used to be like, nope, you can't play with her. You can't play with her because you're gonna let her mess up your face. Kuma was something else.
All right, so next question is, if you would travel anywhere as a family, where would you go?
Africa.
Africa for sure.
I want to go to
So that's the plan for us. Take like a 2-month tour. 2 months probably gonna be a long time, but I want to take a 2-month tour to Africa.
Beautiful.
Kenya.
What city? Oh, yeah, you about to name
Ghana, Nigeria, Egypt, Ethiopia.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That'd be
You said South Africa?
Tanzania. Tanzania. 6 countries, 2 to 3 months.
That's where I get it from. The chewing.
That's the plan. That's the plan for next year. Sometime.
Yeah, that'll be real nice.
2 to 3 months.
You got another one? You have one?
Huh?
You have one?
I have one.
You have one?
I
You
have
have
none.
none?
Come on, come eat.
I had you one.
You could just wait to do the rest.
This is.
I can't because if you fill the dough, it's starting to dry.
Sorry.
Oh, dry.
Yeah.
That's the last 2 though.
This is the last of it. I made mini ones because I'm like, y'all gonna eat them all too fast.
Nah.
And
I just have one.
You ate this stuff now? The rest of this stuff?
Tater or
No,
Tater?
Tater.
Yeah, I ate
Alright,
this meat.
alright,
Pause.
very good.
I said the same thing too.
Alright, next question is what is your family's favorite movies or TV shows? So because there's so many of us, I think there's a bunch of different ones.
I had said mine yesterday. My favorite, you said movies and TV shows, right?
Whatever. You can do
Cause I don't really got like a favorite TV show right now. Yesterday I said,
That's broke, bro.
yeah. Yesterday I said, I said Death Note. It's an anime. That's like a series I'm into. My favorite movie I said was Ponyo yesterday. That's still my favorite movie. I love Ponyo. Like Ponyo's a real comfort movie for me. Yeah.
We just came across that movie too. Like, it was like, what is
So
this
me,
about?
so really what happened was like, back in like 2009, Maya was like 2 years old, 3 years old, probably so 2010. I had bought a laptop and I used to do a lot of downloading. And this is like the start of Netflix. This is when Netflix would like send you the DVD, excuse me. Right? And you would watch the movie and you would send it back to Netflix.
Yeah, I remember that.
A lot of people don't remember that. This is before like
That
so
was like
so
when
for me,
Netflix was new.
I was already on internet. Like I had already like cut off my cable and all that. I'm like, I'm just gonna do internet. So I used to go on like a lot of torrents and all that. And I used to download movies. So I used to download all the Barbie movies from Maya,
Monster High.
all the Monster High movies from Maya, and I came across Ponyo, and I downloaded that. She was hooked ever since. She was
Yeah,
hooked.
I love Ponyo.
Yeah. And so I would say my favorite movies and TV shows is probably like anything to do with Batman. Like I'm like a big Batman fan, so I like Gotham. I like the new Penguin show. I even like what do you call him? Alfred Pennyworth. I like that show. Anything to do with Batman, I'm a fan of. And I like anime. Like I introduced them to anime, but they went their own level. But like anime as
I like cooking
I grew
shows.
up on anime.
I had choked earlier.
So a lot of the anime I introduced them to. But yeah.
I like cooking shows.
What's your favorite?
I don't really have a favorite. I just like to watch food be made.
I
That's just my
remember-
thing.
I used to watch.
I watch anything with food being made.
Anything. Since we was kids, like that was my thing. Like I would sit and I like even like will go on YouTube and just be like how to make pizza dough or how to make patties and stuff like that. Like I just love watching food be made.
Excuse me.
Johnny, Riri,
His foot is
did
stuck.
you stop?
Help him out.
Riri, helping me, honey? Oh, he's trying to push her out the way.
Something else.
I think he wants it. And you want him? Is this it?
Use your words, boy. You say that. Maya, you can wash. You can wash that one off.
Johnny, this was your favorite.
What's your
My
favorite?
favorite? My favorite movie is Coraline. And I think my second favorite movie is the second Harry Potter. I really like that one.
Oh yeah, I like that.
My favorite show at the moment is Chaos Theory. I said that yesterday. It's that Jurassic Park thing, yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's cool. That's a good one.
Can you put
Yeah, we
this?
watch a lot of stuff together. Like we,
Sorry.
so like
Put these on that.
I'm like that,
Oh
right?
no,
Like,
put these on that. 'Cause
What would y'all say is your favorite family?
I'll go and find like stuff for us to watch as a family. I'll probably fall asleep, but I'll go find stuff for us to watch as a family. So like I found Jurassic Park. Like I said, I found Monster High. Fast and Furious. We was all watching that like a cartoon. On Netflix, we was watching that together.
What's the
Our mom?
You just took your dad?
Your mom for work.
Now he wants it.
We Fast and Furious. I think Riri. What's your favorite TV show, Riri?
My favorite TV show is Gabby Dollhouse.
Yeah, we gave her a Gabby Dollhouse birthday party last year, right?
Yeah, I love Gabby Dollhouse.
And this year for her birthday, we bought a bunch of Gabby Dollhouse toys. And a dollhouse. And connectors and everything. And Tajay, I would say his is probably Spider-Man right now.
Yeah.
And then Ninja Turtles wasn't, but now they're Spider-Man. Anything Spider-Man.
Tajay said he wants to pick Iron Man, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, now he said his new favorite hero is Iron Man.
Iron Man, Spider-Man. That's what he said. He wants to be that.
My two favorite is, well, I got three, but it was like Batman, Black Panther, Iron Man.
Oh. Yeah.
Somebody drew me a
That's
picture.
the only right line.
People who know me know. So there's a picture around here somewhere that somebody drew for me of us Batman and Iron Man playing chess against each other.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why Batman and Iron Man is my favorite is because they don't have superpowers.
Look, I made a little purse patty. I always make at least one little purse patty.
That would have been probably for Kuma.
Yeah, it would have been for Kuma.
Mommy?
There's gonna be enough for Daddy.
Yeah, there's gonna be enough for everyone.
I like the fact that Iron Man and Batman, they both don't have any superpowers. Right? Now the thing that they do have is money. The two of them are rich.
When I grow up.
But they don't have any superpowers. So that's why the two of them is my favorite. They kind of use their minds and what they have and created who they are. So I was always into Batman.
Wait, there's stuff you said. What did you say?
My heroes is Ghost Spider and actually I have 4. I mean 6. Never mind. I think I have 4.
Alright. What do you do when your kids are having a bad day? Tell them to take their ass to bed. Nah.
When they have a bad day, I literally come in the room and I'll have like some snacks and I'll be like, I'll have like a snack.
real silly mood.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm giving out snacks and hugs. Which one y'all want? Like,
Both is normal.
Maya
and they usually take both.
Maya being a teenager, she goes through those moments. Right, like me as a father, I can tell
I
when
just
it's,
need a hug.
I can tell when it's boy issues. I can tell when, like, it might be she just
Her friends.
her friends. I can tell when she's not in the mood. I already know, right? I give her a space. She's 17 now, right? And then sometimes if I know it's boy issues, she's my daughter. I just come and give her a hug.
Yeah.
Right? I just hug her. I won't say nothing because I know sometimes she don't want to tell.
Okay, turn that. Sorry.
I know at the moment she don't want to tell me what's going on, right?
Nope.
So I just come and give her a hug so she know like the floor is already open to talk to me about those things.
This is Yanni's fault.
But that's it, yeah. And Yanni don't have too many bad days. Some days,
Maybe
sometimes,
checking the other freezer.
Sometimes everyone has
sometimes,
Yes, sometimes.
Yanni, I just come and talk to her, sit down with her. I see her by herself. Her fault. I can tell she's probably annoyed. And I come and I sit down and I put something on for me and her to watch. Like I put on the anime because I know that's her little love language.
Yeah.
I put on the anime for me and her to just kick back and watch. And I just talk about the anime. And I leave the floor open if she want to express whatever she want to express. Usually, anime is enough to take her mind off it. We watch. I come in. I turn on. What's that? Devil.
My mom.
What's that one?
Which one? What's it?
Devil something.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. There you go. I turn on Demon Slayer. That's something.
What?
I know that's one of her favorite anime.
I mean,
Teddy, you're doing too much, my man. Sit
And
down.
that's it. And then with Tajay,
You didn't say Riri.
alright, so with Riri,
You just.
sometimes Riri need an ass whip, but anyway.
you do what?
With Riri, I just give her a hug. You know, she just, that's all she needs. That's all she needs.
What? That's it?
Usually Riri's bad days is she being a brat to everybody else. So I gotta talk to her about her attitude with everybody else. Usually Riri's bad days is she's being bratty and catty with her sisters. And I'm like, look, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, because now you being the
I
mean
was a
one.
baby.
Yeah.
No, you ain't no
You
baby.
ain't no baby.
Where is that?
And Tajay is doing his own thing.
He's always doing his own thing.
Right, so
He's just
Tajay,
blowing on his bed.
he's the so he was the youngest,
And only boy.
right, and the only boy, right?
Go.
His little brother at this point is only one, so
Yeah,
he's not
he's
keeping
one.
up with him yet.
Because he
A
goes
lot
up
of
to bed with
times, Tajay, if he's not with Riri, he goes off by himself and does his own thing. Right?
Him getting
Yeah.
his.
He has a lot of independence.
Yeah.
He's very mature for a 4-year-old. I gotta remind everybody every now and then, like, look, he's 4.
Yeah.
Right, he just turned 4 on the 27th of October. So even before that, I'm reminding everybody, like, he's 3 years old.
Yeah, very
Right, he's very mature, so sometimes everybody here is like, what are you doing, Tajay? You know, and they get, you know, he cries for things.
Yeah.
For me, I like to allow him to cry. Right? I don't really get on the, yo, don't cry, you shouldn't be crying.
Unless he's crying.
Sometimes I'm like, look, Tajay, enough. Right?
Yeah,
Enough.
sometimes he gets a little hysterical.
Right, enough. But I like to let him cry, let him express himself. He's a young man, and young men need to learn how to express themselves, especially in today's time. So I allow him to learn how to express himself.
You have a nice dinosaur.
Right, so I sit down with him. Like with Tajay, if I see he's maybe annoyed with his sisters or whatever, I go in there and I lay in his bed with him. He got his little car bed, his little Corvette bed.
He can't
And, he got his own room, he got his PlayStation. And then me specifically, I gave, you know,
Here, come get
he's my first son. But, you know, so I got like a soft spot for him.
Here, Daddy.
So I gave him the PlayStation, right? Because I understand the outlet. You know,
Okay,
he's a
no,
young
no, no,
man.
no, 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 no.
So I understand the outlet he looks for and everything. So I gave him the PlayStation. So the PlayStation stays in his room.
Because he
So
knows
I'll go in there late with him
world's
and I'll watch him play the
favorite
game and I'll
game.
talk to him and I'll play the game with him. You know, and then he's feeling better after that because he's 3-4 years old. He's only 4.
Okay,
All I gotta do is, you know,
okay.
spend
What do
some
you
time with
want?
him.
Box with him even. Like you.
So I'm a father, like if I know there's something going on, I just come and hug you, sit with you, and kind of let you feel like when you're ready to open up about it. There's certain things, I'll throw certain hints, and I'll say certain things that'll just make you think. I say certain things that'll make you think, because I know what you're going through, so I say those things like, hey, look, you know, whatever, like, you know, so Maya, I teach her a lot about boys, she at that age. So I teach her a lot about boys, so I give my little 2 cents, and I'm not shy from it, right? Like, I met her mom at the age she's at, so I know what's going on, I know the emotions, I know everything about it, I know, right? So I'm like very open about that, and I'm like, you know, I say certain things.
Bring me the
I school her, you know, I try to give her like perspective. If she's wrong, if she's wrong and I've overheard a conversation, I might give her some jewels on that. I'll give her some jewels on that, right? Because Maya sometimes is a bit much.
Yeah, Maya would be on her feelings.
Yeah. So I say certain things, but that's it. You know, like I said with Yanni don't really, you know, she has her moment, but not too much. And then the same with the rest of them.
Well, I'm coming. I don't even know which one I want. Like, put that in the fridge.
Just I got the camera.
Yes. What's another?
What is one thing that makes your family unique?
Mommy, sometimes
We're all unique. Nah, what
Go ahead,
makes us
Maya.
unique? Yeah, Maya can answer that. But you gotta get in the camera, they can't see you.
Mommy, what makes you happy? Mommy, remember?
So hurry.
Mama.
Yeah, Maya, go ahead.
Yes. All right. What makes us all unique is I think it's the way that we all different, but we all so well oiled. Like we all like I feel like what makes us so different is like the fact that we all have different personalities, different feelings, different ways of looking at things, but we all just like tight knit. And I feel like every time people get around us, it's just like
It rubs
our
off.
our energy
Our
about
energy.
it.
That's all I was gonna say. I think what's unique about it is our energy.
Yeah.
I think as a whole we carry a certain type of contagious energy. You know what I mean? So like even if I had a bad day, I try not to bring that through the door.
Maya, you can put this.
Because I understand that
It's
energy, the house runs off of energy. So I always try to be a certain way. I always try to do this, spend this time with my family. And I have long days. Like I'm out the house way before my kids wake up, and they probably don't see me until late afternoon. Right? So heading into the evening, probably right.
How did that happen? How did it happen? He hit his face on the wall. Let me see.
Did you bump into it? What happened? You didn't see?
She was right there, so she's seen it. It's just the matter of what happened. Tell her to calm herself so she can answer the question.
He bumps into the wall. This thing right now is walking.
Closing his eyes, yeah.
He did it 3 times today.
Don't put that at the top. You should put that at the bottom.
Come here, sorry.
The towel's over there.
What did he get? What did he get?
Yeah, and then he was holding his head.
He walked us.
He was like on the floor and then
He did it 2 other times.
He was like holding his forehead.
Yeah, because he keeps walking into the wall.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
it sounded like he slid, but
Yeah, I
it's
thought he slipped on something.
he walked with a garbage can.
But I think our
Yeah, walk
energy
into the
is what
garbage
makes
can.
us like the most unique. Everywhere we go, it's just like an energy where people just like, I don't know, just flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever we go, I think we have a attractive energy, positive one. We try to go off of positivity all the time. We're not a family that really like
negativity.
Negativity. We don't think about negativity.
And we don't feed into it.
We don't really watch too much negative movies. We don't watch negative shows. We don't really engage into the negativities of the world. Even like the whole election, like we watched the inauguration. Not the inauguration. We watched the debate. We discussed the debate before we watched it, and we watched it and we discussed it. But we didn't really harp on it. We didn't allow it to consume the energy in our house. We talked about pros and cons, and then we moved on. We rationalized everything. And then after the election, the same way we talked about it, rationalized things, moved on from it. So we're not like a family that really sit and harp on things, and we don't feed into negativity, right? Like if you're a negative person, you probably get 1 or 2 times to talk to us. You probably won't really hear from us again. And we kind of like that as a whole.
As a whole.
Yeah, as a whole. I mean, the younger ones is young, so they're not sure. But it's the same way, like when we go out to places, like my kids, like as homeschool kids, they try to, flock and bring other kids in. Like we took them to the park, and Yanni, Riri, and Tajay, and Maya was there too. But they had the whole park follow them. Whole park.
Thank you, Mom. She said it looked delicious.
They had the whole park following them, and I mean, like like maybe like 9 or 10 kids, just following them, doing everything they was doing, and to the point where like parents are like looking, and like I'm like present there, right? Because one, you know, Tajay, he's 3, and he's very courageous. He wants to jump off of the highest things, right? So I'm like making sure he don't get hurt.
And then there was this thing. It was like this, like it was like it's kind of like like a rocking boat, and he
Right.
was
So like all the kids is on it, and like you could rock it from the outside, like a parent could
like,
rock it. So I was like rocking it. They had like maybe 10 kids on there with them.
Yeah, cause like.
You know how your parents let Yanni and Maya like babysit their kids?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like all the parents got to the point where like they just was like, oh, kids is good, they got it, right? Like, and it turned into a situation where like my family is like in control of the whole park. Every kid in the park, everything like. So
they're just following them.
When it got to the point like when we was leaving, everybody else started leaving too. Like, all right, we going home.
Oh, y'all going? Yeah.
You know.
Time to go now. Let's go.
So I think we have that type of energy. That's what makes us unique. You know. Same thing. We went to the STEM Fest. Like, you know, people like flock to us.
You want juice?
Conversations. When me and Sasha go out, same thing.
You want juice?
So I think that's what's unique.
Yeah, we went to this new restaurant. For us, it's new. And the DJ was there, and the DJ was like, he was rocking the music, like he's playing West Indian music, and he's playing the music that we like. So we be jamming, like we don't care. We have a party in our seats. So we dancing, and like he's like watching us, like, and he's like literally dictating the party off of the music that we listening to.
It's to the point where like I gained a new like friend, like
Yeah.
now we like go out to his parties and stuff like that, and don't walk with your eyes closed. Open your eyes. Look, open your eyes.
It's to the point where when we post on the gram, we be posting him like rocking to the music. And he'd be like, yo, I love them. Like, he just met us. And he's like, yo, I love them. And we like, you just met us. You love us.
Yeah,
Wait a second.
So that type of vibe, that makes us unique.
Would you say we're like
Don't go
like with home birthing and homeschooling?
We're very down
And
to
that's the
earth.
thing. Another thing about us, like
Mommy,
Like,
cookies don't go.
all of the things we know,
Cookies
from
going
like
up.
home birthdays to
What?
homeschooling to the stock market
Right?
to breeding dogs
Oh,
to
they do.
you name it, right?
Yeah.
I'm very open to teach.
Versatile.
Yeah, I'm very open to teach though. Like I teach you for free. I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, you know, pay me this kind of money and I teach you. Like I'm like, I'll teach you for free. Like just
He
because you
wants
want to know.
Mama. We'll go play with cars.
Yeah,
Right,
watch
so-
it and take him real quick.
I think
like
the
that,
card is in
you know,
there.
that's the thing. All right, let's see. We got one. We're gonna do one more question.
You got
10:45. We're gonna do one more. And it's over.
This kid, man.
Stop running.
Stop running in the kitchen.
Okay,
How many
so
times I say
this is
kitchen
like
is dangerous?
this is a 2-part question. Y'all probably answered this. What does a typical day look like for your family? Y'all did
Yeah,
that
we
one?
answered
All right,
that.
so I'm not gonna do that one.
We was like, this is a part of what we're doing right now is a typical day in our family.
Yeah.
Like even talking to them, they became a part of our routine.
Yeah, I think we answered most of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions there though.
We talked about communication. We talked about sitting with Riley. Talked about advice to the parents. Talked about the biggest challenges. Talked about school. We talked about favorite family activities. How do you choose family outings and vacations?
All the cards is in there.
What are some of your favorite family recipes? We do that every day.
Some of our favorite family recipes are some of the things that we do.
Love it.
But our favorite recipe is what his grandma taught us.
Yeah.
Like
No,
baked mac
pie.
and cheese,
No,
Pie.
pie, sweet potato pie, lasagna.
We gotta remind her.
Yeah, she has to remind me. What's another one?
So they got.
What is that? What is that?
What is all of that?
You washed your hands?
Yeah, but this came when I was washing my hands.
This is soap.
How
Yeah,
did that happen though?
this.
That red?
Yeah.
Did you hit your hand? Did you burn it? Was the hot water hot?
Did you try to catch him when he fall?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, wash your hands though. Take all that soap off.
Yeah, I know.
The whole family and the camera on.
How do you manage screen time with your kids? You answer that?
I think you answered that yesterday.
Screen time. We try to make. All right, so the young ones, like you can be on YouTube with us, like on the camera with us, but we don't really let them watch YouTube too much because
right, because YouTube is not filtered. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube, so we don't let them watch YouTube. I don't want to say some of the shows we don't let them watch.
Yeah.
But some of the kids shows that's very popular, they're not allowed to watch. Like especially like the little ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, the little ones. Yeah.
We try to minimize the little screen time thing. They get a lot of screen time. I'm not gonna lie. But we try to like minimize it. But there's just certain things that's not allowed at all.
We encourage play. Like,
Go
play with your toys.
Yeah,
go in the backyard. Go play with the dogs.
I think I can manage it better with Yanni. Yanni's on the phone all day. So to me, that's a problem. I'm not here most of the time. So I tell her.
When she so a way of managing it, they all like to do content. So that is kind of a way of managing it. Like you can, if you want to spend time doing something, do the things that you love. Like content, make your content, make it funny or whatever it is that you want to do. Don't stand on that cardboard. Like, just do what you want to do. Make it
Oh, why?
No, don't do that.
He put a smile on his face.
He like testing. He tests the water. Like they do content, so that's a way of managing their screen time too. Like be on the screen as opposed to watching the screen. Move it back some more. They're on the ground, so it's gonna be hard for them to see everybody. Oh no! Don't touch that! Don't touch that!
That's not hot.
Oh, that scared me. Y'all gonna see our dirty dishes? Let me turn that so y'all don't see our dirty dishes. Y'all gonna see it anyway. It's alright.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
We're not buying yet. We just
Answering
answering the questions.
And then what is this?
Yeah, that's how we manage screen time. Certain things they're not allowed to watch. They're not allowed to really get on the screen until after schoolwork is done.
Yeah.
If it, especially if it's up to me.
Yeah.
Mommy, what's happening out here?
Come touch Jay.
He's like a hot dog. I'm the
What are your top tips for balancing work and family life? So I guess that was more for me.
Swim like a.
Don't talk while I'm talking, man.
Yeah.
So top tips for balancing family work life. Don't bring work home. Right? I leave work at the door. I don't really I don't come in here and really talk about work. Every now and then, if it's something that I want to tell the kids about, a lesson, I'll talk about that. But I don't really bring work home. I leave work at work. Unless, like I said, unless it's like a lesson that I need to talk to the kids about. And like enjoying myself, like me and my wife, right? She's home with the kids all day, right? When I come home, this is what she want to do, so I'm present. I'm here doing what she wants to do. And then on the weekends we date. We go on dates together. And then on the weekends we take the kids, right? So we do something early with the kids, bring them in, and then we go out in the nighttime, So that's just how we balance it, Don't bring work home. And I find enough time to do everything I need to do, study, do this, do that,
Yeah, make every moment and every minute with each other count.
Right, like earlier, I came in the camera late because I'm like, I gotta take a nap, I'm tired. You know what I mean? I came in, you know, say hi to everybody, spent a little time, but I was tired. I'm like, I gotta take a nap. So I went to sleep. Yesterday I came in, and I was studying, but I was with, you know, I was studying with my kids around me, being present, and then I was, you know, I wasn't in the camera as much yesterday because I had the baby, fell asleep. So, you know, sometimes I come in, I try to give Sasha a break. Especially for like, because I mean, everybody else, really, Taylor, Mariana, they all do their own thing. You know, but I try to give her a break from Taylor. If he want to have me, because Taylor is a mama's boy.
Yeah.
I try to give him a little break. And like I said, like the weekends, like if I'm off on the weekend, like sometimes I work Saturday, I might work Saturday. But I come in on that Saturday, and then me and my wife will go out on a date. And then Sunday I try to do something with the kids. You know, maybe take them somewhere and you know, to do something and just to get out, get some real air, and have some fun. Right? So that's
We haven't done it in a while. I think we should do it like they were saying, like on Friday. Like Friday nights usually is family night. Game night, yeah, family game night.
So we can probably do that this Friday. We can do game night.
Okay. He said that he wants Maya to show the drawings that we sent, and that he said if we got beef patties, we got both. We got both. We got turkey and beef patties. I don't know if you. I think he just wants you to show it to us. Yeah. So. If y'all have more questions, y'all can ask them. Oh, them cookies might be done.
Yeah, because I saw them.
Those some big, gigantic cookies.
I want cookies.
I'm gonna show them the cookies.
Yeah, let's show them the cookies.
I don't know. They might not be ready.
It's hot. No,
These are really pretty though.
Remember when?
Oh yeah, no, it's not ready. But
Look at the beautiful cookies that shape so nicely.
yeah, I don't think these are ready
they
yet.
look like big cookies, like fast cookies, but they big at the same time. I don't know.
I think I smushed. Whoa! I smushed one.
Why?
It was an accident.
Okay, it was
Just
okay.
started getting back into my drawings. That's good.
Okay, Robert asked a question. He said, how do you feel to have a big family? Is it a lot of responsibility and do it get overwhelming?
I wouldn't say it gets overwhelming. I feel like all family sizes is a big responsibility. I don't like you could have one. You could be a family of three, both parents and one child. It's a
Or
big
just one,
responsibility.
and it's just a huge
Yeah,
It could be a single parent.
you could be a single parent and it's just a family of two, and it's a big responsibility. Does it get overwhelming? Nah, it doesn't get overwhelming for us because, like Maya said, like even though we're all different, we just mesh. Like yeah, sometimes like you could get frustrated because everybody is human and you get your levels of frustration, but overwhelming, nah.
It's a big responsibility. It's 5 of them. You know, you want to make sure everybody's getting what they need.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's certain things you got to pay for, right? So it's a big responsibility. You know, as a father, as the man, as the provider, it's like, you know, let me go out and do what I got to do for my family. No matter how much I might not want to do something or I might dislike doing something. Like I talked about that the other day about, you know, sometimes disliking certain things, but doing everything. Because like I said, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So those things that's like, so when I say anything, like that thing that's like nothing to me, like I hate doing that, I don't really care for this. How you do that is how you're going to do the things that really matter. So I try to do everything at a high level, you know what I mean? When I wake up in the morning, I tell myself that every morning. I do everything at a high level, right? I father at a high level, I test at a high level, parent at a high level, husband at a high level, right? So I give my wife that time. On my way to work, I'm on the phone with my wife. On my way home from work, I'm on the phone with my wife, right? Like, so that's just how it is. Is it overwhelming? I never feel overwhelmed. I never feel overwhelmed because it's, at the same time there's a balance of peace in it all. Right? Like this is my peace. Like when I come through the door and everybody's like, Daddy's home, like that's my peace.
Yeah, they all come and hug him and
I think it's underrated how it's underrated how
I was watching him in the reflection. I thought he was walking with his eyes closed.
like black men making it home to their family, back to this. It's like it's very underrated. Like 'cause we don't, and not sometimes we're not even doing nothing wrong. It's just circumstances, wrong place, wrong time, whatever it is. Sometimes we don't make it home. So making it home to us every day, I try to be present and I try to, not take it for granted. So I can't say, I'm overwhelmed. It's a big responsibility. Keeping a house and a roof over my kid's head and understanding, you got to make sure you provide it and you coming with it. That's a responsibility. And some days it can feel like, right? Damn, I might not want to go to work, but can I call off? Because I know if I call off, right, that I won't have extra money to do the extra things, right? I know if I don't do some overtime or don't make the money that I want to make, and I'm not checking the stock market and doing the things I need to do in the stock market, I can't give her the birthday like that we got coming up next weekend, right? And then you guys will get to see that because we'll post videos, but we got something special for her coming up for her birthday. And then like the birthdays is September 8th is Maya. My anniversary is September 30th. October 7th is Riri's birthday. October 27th is Tajay's birthday. November 30th is Riri's birthday. My birthday is May 17th. Tatum is June 16th.
Mine's is
June 28th. Right? So
You called me.
sorry. I'm sorry. I mean Yanni. So it's all about right, like I've been putting in work. I've been working Saturdays. I've been doing overtime, doing extra hours, doing this, putting in work, trading the stock market. I've been putting in work, right? So I can comfortably pay my bills, and I can comfortably have Maya's birthday, have Riri's birthday, have Tajay's birthday, have Yanni's birthday, right? Now, we don't celebrate Christmas really too much. But even if my wife decided I want to get a tree and I want to get some gifts, right? I'm trying to put myself where, okay, we can do that, right? So I just say that to say it's never overwhelming, but as the man, as the provider, it's work and it's things that you got to do, right? You don't have no room for an excuse. You don't have no room to say, today I don't feel like doing it, right? And then to me, it just trains me to be, it's training, right? It's training. Practice makes permanent. Like if I show up, and I gotta lead by example. If I show up when I don't want to, right? That shows my wife to show up when she don't want to. And when she shows up when she don't want to, that shows my daughters to show up when they don't want to. That shows my sons to show up when they don't want to. Right? And show up, and not show up just being there and present, but show up in full capacity and give it their all. So, it's never overwhelming though because I got this balance.
Don't put it on his head, please.
Where I could come home and I could take the boy, I could take Tatum, but if I'm really burnt out, I got my two daughters. I can say, look, Tatum, I gotta study. Tatum, I'm tired. Right? Let me get some rest. I got a wife that supports me. That's like, all right, what you need? Like, I don't even gotta pack my lunch for tomorrow. Right? My lunch is ready. In the morning when I'm leaving out, everybody sleep. Only thing I do is grab my lunch bag and throw my lunch in.
And sometimes he doesn't do that. I do it for him too.
Right, if she wake up and come downstairs, she don't really do that. But you don't really come downstairs.
So you want to give me
I'll be
my
out.
flowers.
I'll be out early. So like she might sleep. Like, you know, some morning she do come downstairs and I'm like, yeah, you could just pack my lunch bag for me, which is 1, 2, 3. I pack my lunch bag in a couple seconds. Every morning I get out at the same time, right? And then yeah, so that's it. Like right now, this Wednesday going to Thursday, like, boy, I made it through another week. I'm like, oh yeah, the week is over. Right, I'm looking forward to the weekend already. I'm already thinking like, okay, right, like me and my wife, I think we went out We went out Friday night, we went out Saturday night.
No, Sunday.
We went out Saturday and Sunday night.
I thought it was Friday.
Friday night and Sunday night. We went out Friday night, then went out again Sunday. Just cause it was brunch. Right, like I ain't gonna lie, we addicted to a good time, and I spent 2 years grinding where we didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Where I sacrificed going out, we didn't go nowhere. The kids, us, none of it. We 2 years, we just grinding, sacrifice. We didn't really do nothing. So this year it's like, all right, yeah, I got a little room, I got some wiggle room, we could do some things. So I take advantage, I do things. You know, I'm not taking the kids out every single weekend. But like from Maya's birthday on, it's like, okay, we're doing something.
Yeah.
We're doing something. So we had a little break because we did something for Riri, we did something for Tajay. We had a little break. Now we're about to have a whole weekend for Yanni, and then it's like Thanksgiving going into Yanni's birthday. So
it's like a double winning.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Yeah. I know I go far when I answer the questions. I talk a lot, but yeah, I'm not over.
Yeah, I think because it gives detail and context, like because this is the whole point in us doing this, so y'all can get to know us. So
yeah, for sure. As the provider, as the father, I'm not overwhelmed. I try to hope and talk her through not being overwhelmed because she got a full-time job too. She might be home, but she's home with the kids. That's a full-time job, and it could be a lot, and I think about that every day, like, all right. Right, but it's about balance. It's about balance. Certain things. It's like all right. Well, we got to deal with that. Right? We got to deal with this. The kids might give a hard time, right? And she'll tell me, and I got to talk to Tajay. I got to talk to Riri. I got to talk to Maya. I got to talk to Yanni. Right? I got to take him and let her get a break. Right? So, but yeah, that's it. Balancing family work life.
Having a lot of kids, you got a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of emotions.
You want to be present for every last one of them.
Yeah. You don't want to make. I'm like big on making sure that everybody gets the same kind of love. Like I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, this person gets more attention, or this person gets more conversation, or this person gets a nicer tone from you, or this, like be the same. Yeah.
But I also believe in equity over equality. So
yeah.
Right. If this one needs it right now because of whatever she got going on, Yanni might need a little bit more attention, and she's gonna get a little bit more minute at the moment, right? And I explain to the rest why.
Yeah,
right?
but they understand.
Right.
It's not like because we're the way we are. Thank you. Because we're the way we are, they don't feel like that level of jealousy where they look at it in that way.
Well,
like they
we
have
can't
a
speak
level
for
of,
them. I hope they don't feel
I hope y'all don't. No. But the way they act and like the way they talk to each other and they show a level of understanding too. Like when Yanni is sad and we're like talking to Yanni, you'll see Maya come and be like, what's wrong with her? Like shit, right? And Yanni does the same thing too. Like Maya, she's right. And honestly, even Tahari and Tajay does it also, where like everybody has that level of concern, because we show it to everybody. Yeah. They see it, so they're like, okay, they're doing this for a reason, so they'll go.
So somebody on the outside looking in, or even they hear the number like, damn, 5. Like it sounds like a lot, but when we all here together, it never seems like it's a lot. It never seems like it's a lot. It just always just seems like okay, this is I never feel like I remember I was like, I don't want to have no more than 3 kids because you're not gonna have time for the rest, right? But it's just always it balances out. And like I said, equity over equality.
So, right, if you know the boys is getting older and they playing sports, and I gotta go to a game, right? You're gonna probably see me spend a certain amount of time with Tajay because he's playing football, and I'm trying to teach him through that. I'm trying to make sure his emotions good. I'm trying to make sure his skill is at a certain level. I'm trying to make right, but then I'm gonna balance it, right? If Maya, she got some shows and stuff going on, she's doing her music, you're gonna see like, okay, well, Daddy, he's at the show with Maya, right? This is what he's doing. Now, if Yanni, whatever she want to do, and she needs special time, and she wants to go do this, she wants to go to a baking program, and you're going to see that I'm going to take that extra time and take Yanni to the baking program. Everything else might have to take a back seat for the moment, right? If Riri, if she wants to go and do whatever she do, right, at the moment, if I got to take a little extra care out and say, let me, Tajay, look, boom, right? You at the point right now where you're good, right? I'm going to drop you off at practice, and I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'm gonna go really real fast, right? And I'll be back, right? And that's what it's gonna take, right? Or you know, let Sasha take Riri, and if I gotta stick at practice for him, right? And I stick at practice for him, and let Sasha take him. But she gotta go and give her that support. But if she feels like, you know, there's always a balance, right? Like even when Maya was young.
Mom said those girls are great together, and Riri and Tajay are partners in crime.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, you know, but there's age gaps, so you know, there's times, there's gonna be times, and there are times where one demands a little more time than the rest, right? So there's sometimes where Maya might demand a little bit more time. Like, I gotta go do what I gotta do with Maya, right? Teaching her how to drive, teaching her, you know, different things, getting her prepared to be a young woman and go into the world herself. She needs a little bit more time right now than the little one. What you taking? Because she's at a young adult stage where she's gonna probably be on her own maybe, you know, 3-4 years down the line. So it's really prepped for that now. Yanni's going into teenagehood, so she's preteen, so it's prepped for that, right? And then Tajay and Riri, they still at that young age where it's very sensitive and
it's not hard at all.
You know, so it's very, very prepped for that. And my man, he's a baby and he needs the attention and time. And y'all seen the other day, I didn't get on, you know, on the live with y'all because he needed me and he wanted to rest, and so I rest with him. I let him lay down on me and just rest, and I wanted to rest with him. Yeah. So. And he was grumpy. Everybody said he was acting up all day. So I'm like, all right, you know, let me take him and let me just. I was tired anyway.
He said, Riri and Tajay is like Mario and Luigi.
That's how me and my brother was. We were 2 years apart like them. Me and my brother, they 20 days apart. 2 years and 20 days. Me and my brother is 2 years and 22 days apart. And yeah, we the same. We was the same way, like, and we the same way now. We the same way now. Speaking of, I don't think I talked to him tonight. It's probably too late now. It's 11, so we're gonna come off this anyway. But yeah, I didn't get to talk to them today, but I usually talk to them every day. But yeah, you know, they like this. But they also a boy and girl, so they go through that clash and things. They go through that. Right, so my thing about the future is like just setting that balance, making sure they always understand they got each other, making sure there's going to be that balance, right? Because it's going to get a time where Riri got her friends, he got his friends, he's into what he's into, she's into what she's into. So my plan is just to make sure it always could come back to this. Same way with them, right? Maya's going to be a woman way before Yanni's able to engage into womanhood, right? So when she becomes a woman, she has to know how to engage with Riri. Right, so that's what I also continue to create that, right? Because Riri's gonna need the same thing she's giving her. Riri's gonna need that from her, right? Riri's gonna need that from Yanni. So keeping that, you know, keeping them together like that, right? Each one teach one, right? Whatever Maya did for you, right? Sometimes I gotta get on Yanni about it. Like, look, you know, Maya was a good big sister, right? Imitate what you learn, right? Display. Right? Don't, you know, you got to pick up the slack sometimes, right? Especially when Maya, she's at an age where she's doing things that you just can't do, right? Maya's going to be at an age where she's going and hanging out with grown folks, and she's going into the club and doing things that she has to experience as a young woman. And you're still too young for that.
Yeah.
right?
Maya 21, she gonna be 15.
Right.
So.
Right. This is 6 years age gap. So you gotta, you know, it's not just, you don't want no more.
I ain't lying.
You know what I mean? And then and then the two of them. There's a boy and a girl, right? So you know the things that he's very rough. He likes to fight. He likes to be rough. Riri don't like that. She don't even. Yeah, she don't want to box all day. He want to box all day. She don't, you know. And then sometimes he want to play a video game all day, right? Which we won't. I'm not allowing that, right? But you know, this things that he want to do that she not necessarily want to do. She's really dainty, right? He's a masculine boy. He's not dainty at all. If your son is dainty, there's nothing wrong with it. If that's what you want, but that's just not his personality at all.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's very masculine. He's very there's a lot of testosterone that he has to work off. And Riri is very opposite of that, you know. And then if we go into the astrology, it's Libra and Scorpio. So they kind of opposite. They like this, but they opposite at the same time. So I give room for that. Like, okay, right? And then as they become teenagers, it's definitely going to be like that, right? Like, you know. So it's just about setting that balance to keep them close. All right, y'all. For this lady, no more questions.
Not tonight.
All right, wait, one more thing to read.
Oh, what's
One more thing. It just said he wants a brother, and he said Tajay be telling me to wake up, brush my teeth, so we can play Lego Worlds.
That's all you think about is the game. That's all you think about.
That's funny.
I'm about to get him
the P5.
yeah, the Spider-Man and everything. So he had to earn that though, but he's taking care of the game. He's taking care of the PlayStation 4.
That's one thing he do. He take care of the game.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I get him. I gotta buy a couple PlayStation 5. Me and him will share ours, but I'm gonna probably buy mine and
You're not getting another cookie, Johnny. That's what you're coming at.
so Yanni and Riri will share one. Maya will get her own. And me and Tajay will share a PlayStation 5.
Yay, we get to have a PlayStation.
Somebody said something else.
Sandra said, "LOL, y'all have a good night."
Have a good night,
Good
too.
night,
Thank you,
Sandra.
thank you. Peace, fam.
Tajay, come real quick so we can all be in the camera and say good night to everybody. Anyway.
He does his own thing.
Tajay.
Tajay. He does his own
Bring
thing.
this.
Good night to y'all too. Stay blessed.
Come, Tajay. Come say good night to everybody.
Good night.
Good night, family. Stay blessed. Remember to always put God first.
Stay safe.
Keep positive energy, right? And see everything through. You know, if you start something, finish it. And try to always keep a positive mindset through it. Trust the process of whatever you got going, whatever you're going through. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. 10,000 hours, y'all. Peace, love, blessing, family.
Don't stay up all night.
Good night.
Thanks.